We on time. Bear with me. On time and gay. Hi everybody, it's Brown. What's today's date? It is 23rd. It's Sunday. I've collapsed the bar on my computer. It is Sunday. Sorry, definitely boomering. It is Sunday, November 23rd, favorite month in the year of our Lord 2025. I am Brune. Let's get the guests on. Let's not fuck about. Lots to do tonight. Okay, first up, he's quickly becoming the whore of YouTube. 6 streams in one day. Can you believe it? It is our favorite, Leslie Headland.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Price.
Hi.
Did you do anything on Thursday other than stream all day? Did you have time to go to the toilet?
Barely, but I managed to make it. It was a great day, though. I really enjoyed the
Did you
day.
wear an adult diaper?
No. I have next to where I stream. There's very close. There's a bathroom.
Piss bucket.
So, yes, exactly. What was that thing? The bedpan? Is that what they used to do back in the day?
Yeah.
They used to have that. They had a thing next to the bed, and they
perhaps you could put a commode in your streaming seats. Is it a commode? Yeah, piss thing. Yeah, commode.
Like Kermode and Mayo.
That dude lost it years ago. Anyway, great to have you on, mate.
Great to be here.
Yeah, you are the up and coming star of YouTube now. I feel.
I don't know. I don't know
yes,
about that. I don't know about that. It was a nice day, but nice days happens to a lot of people, and I'm just very grateful. But thank you.
And on that bombshell, shall we get the next guest on? Shall we?
Oh, you're asking me? Sure, yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. He is the jester from Leicester, the bad boy of this channel. It is the Star Wars novelist. Don't you know? It is the mighty Swap Shop.
Mighty.
Yay.
What the f*** are you talking about, Brown?
All right, mate.
Yeah, I've just been sitting here listing ways I can get your streams demonetized. But enough about that. Anyway, how are we all? How's the chat doing? How are you doing, Price? Right? Good to see you, Price. Good to see you, Brown.
How's your Star Wars channel going, mate?
It's going really well. Every time I look at it, I've got more subs. So something's happened.
Are you at 500 yet?
I don't know. Actually, no. It's climbing to it though, so it shouldn't be long before I'm
actually on. What are you
on? And it's over 400 now. I can't remember what it is.
I think it was about 430. Was it? Maybe.
Yeah, something like that. It's getting. Every time I look at it, there's more. So that can't be bad, can it? I'm
Why
happy
don't
with
you
that at the minute?
Throw your link in the chat.
Oh yeah, I will. Social media is going crazy with it, and the amount of follows and stuff on social media is nuts. But yeah, if I can translate that to YouTube, I'd be happy, man.
Lad, it's great to have you on, mate. Shall we get the next person on?
Oh, do it.
Throw that link in the chat, yeah. Next, it is the channel's very own astromech droid. It is Professor Dustbin R2. Yes, Dad, thank you.
How dare you?
Hey, Prof, you all right?
Oh, hello. Yep, I'm good.
You all right? Sure?
Yep.
Positive. Dad was walking in then. My father's feeling a lot better, folks. Touch and go for a while, but he's feeling a lot better. So,
well, that's good. I'm glad to know.
That's good.
Glad to hear.
Prof, let's get this row on the shit show. Yes,
let's do it.
Great to have you, mate. Okay,
yeah,
shall we get the next?
Glad to be here. Yes, let's do it.
Okay, Panda Bear. No, it's not Panda Bears. It's Polar Bears, isn't it? Polar Bears, cigars, etc. It is. It's the Phobos, everybody.
Cheers, everyone. Yeah, I like the cold. I did a job a few years back where we couldn't leave our station, and we each had one of those little NASA portable toilet things. So
that's what Price needs.
Yeah. I was saying maybe I could send it to him, and he could stream all day. No worries. They're really kind of cool. They're have interchangeable sort of insides, so they don't get all messy. Very
yeah.
Very high tech.
Okay, if I may, I've got some hot news coming in. Rudy, why does Brown's Twitter account say he's based in Indonesia? What? Mind you, way things are going, we will be in Indonesia before long. By the way.
Well, Indonesia will be there. So.
Well, not quite, but near. Bit of politics. It's great to have you on, mate.
Cheers. Hey, chat.
Shall we? There is another.
There is another.
There is. Shall we wheel him out?
Why is Palpatine holding a bass drum?
Don't know. Right in.
Muted. Yeah. Hi.
You all right?
How you doing, guys? Yeah, no, I'm all right. I'm all right. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Do you know
no snackage this evening?
Yeah. Do you know Dick Van Dyke is going to be 100 this year? Would you believe?
What?
Wow.
And do you know what he said today? I think it was today, or was it yesterday? He said that
his missus is pregnant.
No, he was offered the James Bond role. But our Broccoli offered him the James Bond role before Sean Connery took
You're
it.
joking.
That's what he said.
It was that incredible accent that he did.
Where's
he from?
America.
Oh.
But you know, it's funny you should say that because that's what his response to him was. Have you heard my accent, my British accent? That was his response. That's interesting, don't you think? That he was offered that role, which is
strange.
A bit weird.
I give him credit that he knew he didn't have the right accent. At least he didn't try to pretend that he would do it great.
Yeah.
I thought they would never offer that to a non-British person.
Well, it was just the start of it, wasn't it? It was
okay.
We didn't know what they were doing initially. They just wanted to make it work somehow. They thought they thought that the American audience would need an American or something like that.
Oh,
yeah, makes sense.
Okay, they didn't know what they were doing when they were starting, and they certainly didn't know what they were doing when they were finishing.
But you know,
on that bombshell,
Michael. Sorry, let's just say one more thing. Michael Caine said that they didn't know what they were doing when they were making Dr. No, and they were almost suicidal before John Barry put music on it. Once John Barry put music on it, they've just all breathed a sigh of relief. So was it,
John Barry, amazing.
Was it John Barry? No, it wasn't John Barry. It was I think it was the second one, the second Bond film. They were suicidal when they watched the rushes until John Barry put music on it.
From Russia with Love?
Yeah, I think it's Russia with Love, yeah.
And what do you mean you're cocaine? What's going on?
Cocaine. Okay.
Cocaine.
Okay, 309, everybody. Chat, good evening. Good to see you. Hello. Thank you for the wishes regarding Papa. Episode 309, Musings, today's date. Who's into green women? Anybody?
Yeah, women, not that Nosferatu vampire-looking thing on your thumbnail.
Yeah, no thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ardent Party. New face. Oh, my friend, how many mods do you need on one stream? Yes, we need all of them. They all come here for rest and relaxation.
I love those Star Trek green women, man. Give me more of those.
Oh, yeah.
Where were they from?
They are Orion slave girls.
Yes,
okay, so is she an Orion slave girl then?
I'm not even sure she's a girl or I don't even know what species she is, man.
Let's not even go there. Okay,
she's a demon.
Please like, share, subscribe, everybody. See if we can get 100 likes, folks, and obviously leave a comment afterwards. Okay, lots to get through. Tulsa King season finale today.
Yeah.
Are we doing spoilers or not? I think we could get away with not doing spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of phoned that finale in.
Wow, did they ever? And it was the shortest episode of the whole season, too.
30 minutes.
Right.
It was 36 minutes long. It was ridiculous. Yeah.
Just going through the motions.
I hadn't even finished my toast.
They got a spinoff that also looks phoned in. So
I did like this episode though, but I thought it ended with a whimper instead of a bang. But I did like the interaction between Samuel and Stallone. I thought
it was
they were both really cool. Yeah, I liked when they went in and they shot those guys. I thought that was really cool as well. But yeah.
Where did Frank Grillo disappear to?
Yeah, they didn't even talk about it. What happened to him?
He died.
The government still has him, I guess.
The government still got him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I could figure.
Wouldn't Stallone have wanted to do something about that? Like, you'd think that with all the wheeling and dealing that was going on there, one of the wheeling and dealing would be to set that guy free. Like, what benefit does anybody have keeping that guy behind bars?
There are so many plot threads from this season that they just sort of threw their hands up and said, "Yeah, whatever."
Well, the reason why that's happened is because he's in the Green Lantern thing, and he's in what's his name, gun stuff. So he's probably doing.
Yeah,
that.
I think he just went because he couldn't get out of it.
Yeah.
So it's just easy for him to be in the holding cell.
So yeah.
Anything else happened?
Oh.
Yeah, Tyson. We thought Tyson was going to get whacked, didn't we? But he didn't.
Or something, right? And we still don't know, like, how did the feds? I guess we don't want to do too many spoilers, but again, they don't wrap this up. Like, how did the feds know everything that was going on in his crew? We should have found out about a mole. We should have found out about someone inside that was informing on him or something, but we don't. Like, they just sort of. Eh.
Do you think Winters is going to wrap all the dangling plot threads next season?
He couldn't do worse than what we got this season. This season was watchable, but it was just so generic, and so many characters, they just didn't know what to do with them. Bodhi. There's a part where he pulls out a gun, and I'm like, oh, at the end, Bodhi's going to have a moment where you're thinking all these guys are the big muscle, but he'll be the one to do something at the end. It'll be a surprise. And it's like Chekhov's gun. They showed the gun, and they never did anything with it.
Okay. Amelia Bedelia Ranch. Hello, Amelia. Was there any bumming? Asking before anyone else does. The audience got bummed a little bit on this. It was a cheeky one, I feel. What do you think?
I'm not interested in Bodhi or Tyson. I'm just interested in the Sylvester Stallone's path. Everything else was just it's just plodding along, as far as I'm concerned. Again, right? This season was very disappointing. It was very flat, if you know what I mean. I mean, if you look at season 2 and 1, there were some moments, really good moments, but this doesn't have really any good moments apart from today's one with Samuel L. Jackson, but that's it really. I mean, I can't remember any great moment in this season at all, in fact. So yeah,
it just feels like they were waiting for winter to turn up for season 4.
Oh well.
Okay, still watchable, folks. Just a bit uninspiring, yes, bit generic, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Like, I feel like coming into from the end of the second season, you might have needed 2 episodes here to just explain what happened at the end of season 2, and then you could the rest of the season doesn't matter. They can just pick up and tell a totally different story in the next season. It's. I mean, I feel bad saying this. I feel like it was almost a waste of my time. Not that it was terrible, but it didn't go anywhere.
I'm sorry. I'm only slightly enthusiastic I'll give a few episodes for the next season, but I wondered how people were feeling about Nola King. Do you feel excited? Do you feel, what are your predictions for the spinoff?
I guess it depends on who's writing it.
That's right.
I mean, I'll give it a chance. I like Samuel L. Jackson. If it's done well, I'm willing to look at it. But it all just feels at this point like that. I don't know if going through the motions. I don't know what phrase I'm looking for, but some kind of creative spark is missing here.
Yeah, I felt like Jackson was sleepwalking through this part here.
He was. It's just that I think they're like Sylvester Stallone. He's slumming it because of his age. That's what I think. Because if you look at season 1 and 2, is that really big fight in the bar? Do you remember when he pushes that thing through that guy and blood's all over him? And he was very physical in those. But I think age is taking its toll with him. I just think that they're compensating for him, if you know what I mean. So
yeah, I feel like low energy is a good description of this whole season.
yeah.
I mean, I can't blame the guy. What, isn't he already 80? Like, it's sad that the only good show they could put together relied on how youthful an 80-year-old man could be.
Do you remember when his girlfriend turns up in a bar in this episode and he goes, "Oh, I didn't know you were here." It's like he had trouble turning around and looking at her. Do you know what I mean? I just thinking, is there something up here or something? Or, you know what I mean? So I just think it's because of his age. Because, you know, if this was the first season, they would have kicked that door in, they had a little bit of a fight, and then he would have shot the guy in the head. But they kick the door in and they just shoot them. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know.
You know,
Maybe
most people at 79 years old, this is a real stretch to lead a show like this.
Exactly.
I have nothing bad to say. Like, he's giving it his all. It's I'm thankful that he's around even doing anything. But yeah, it's obvious that at 79 years old, it's starting to get difficult to have him throw people around physically.
Yeah, at that age, you usually pay other people to do that for you.
Right.
Yeah.
And Samuel L. Jackson himself is no spring chicken. I mean,
No.
like,
No,
even
he's
though
not.
that scene was cool, they took two guys that are pretty much past the age of doing that kind of stuff. They're relying on them.
Well, I'll watch this Sam Jackson show once it starts. I like Samuel L. Jackson. I think he's a class act. But as I said, it's obvious that Sly is getting on a bit. And as I said, that bit where he turns around to see that girl, I just thought, that guy is not. He needs to sit down and relax. That's what I thought. But yeah, it was all right. It's just a bad ending. That's all.
Yeah, if they had started this 5 years ago, we could have had a really good, strong, series of 5 or 6 seasons.
Yeah. Something wrong with Ian's mic, isn't there? Okay, we're talking about this now. Oh, he's muted, yeah.
The next show that we have here is Welcome to Derry. I myself am not really caught up on it, so it's not fair for me to say, but you guys can kind of weigh in. You've watched a few of these episodes until now. How do you feel about this show? Mega Geek, I think you're into this, right?
No, I don't watch it.
Oh, you don't watch it? Okay, sorry
I don't
about
watch
that.
it.
I've been watching it. I think me and Brown are the only ones.
Okay, it's the Phobos. What do you think about this one?
Episode 3 was really good, and it really sort of amped up my excitement for the whole show and where it's going. It kind of shits the bed in episode 4. It kind of turns into, I think
Woke.
Brown described it. Well, not just that, but just sort of a whole echo predator prey, chosen one Indian mysticism kind of thing, which kind of ruins the whole suspense aspect of it. And
well, they did introduce in It Part Chapter 2, they introduced some kind of Indian thing where supposedly the Indians tried, I think we're not supposed to say Indians, Native Americans. Sorry, Brown. Brown is probably melting down, in the midst of his mic melting down. The Native Americans, I feel like they were talked about in the second It chapter. And then you're saying that here they reintroduced that idea again?
yes, but in a way that really feels artificial and contrived. Like, you could tell he didn't really do a lot of research on real Native American myths and mythologies. He just sort of, it felt like he shoehorned it in to pre-existing Indian mythology, and it felt very
Native American mythology.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Have you ever read like a spy thriller by somebody who's obviously never held a gun and never met a real spy in their life? Feels really different than like an Ian Fleming novel. And that's what this feels in terms of the Native American iconography that he's trying to bring into this. Plus, it just doesn't seem to suit kind of the storylines and the threads going forward. Everything was moving along great. And they already had, the Native American, the tribes were already involved. But he sort of had to take it to this retconning like their entire society. And I'm just like, where the hell did that come from? It's They've always, their only reason they're there and their entire existence is to sort of protect and manage from this evil alien spirit kind of thing.
Do you guys ever watch The Corridor Crew? They did a section on this. The Corridor Crew is this visual effects company that they They did a section on this because I haven't seen this, but the special effects looks really good. There was one where the black girl was in a womb and she's trying to bust out of a womb.
Yeah, the show looks gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely.
There's one where this girl's in a library and this thing comes out and his head is split in half and it's all coming towards her and stuff. It looks really good. The effects look really terrific.
Yeah, the scene, she's stuck under her blanket like in real life, and she has these images of trying to get out of the. It was really. I've always maintained the show looks gorgeous, but it's the.
How does it tie into the movies, though? You know, if for people that saw It Part 1 and It Chapter 2 in more recent years, those Andy Muschietti productions that I think are a bit overrated, but I thought they were okay. I guess the first one more than the second one. But does this series feel like it's part of the same universe? Does it really feel like it's tied to it?
So there's a psychic who works for the military. His job is to sort of find Pennywise, and he's been showing up in his trances and his psychic visions. They're just starting to lean into that, but it feels a little tacked on, in my opinion.
It doesn't feel organic?
It felt organic last episode, but not this one. So...
But my question to you is, I always thought that in the first and second movie, they sort of introduced Pennywise, and there was something mysterious about it. Does this show sort of spoil that mystery? Is it?
Oh, absolutely. It's just like the whole predator race that happened. Just they're explaining everything. There's no longer any sort of sense of mystery. It's all just like, science fiction now.
I like sometimes when there's mystery. I thought that one of the cool things about Pennywise is he was kind of creepy and you didn't know what the origin was. Sometimes when they love telling you so much origin, you start thinking to yourself that it's too much. It takes away the mystery.
I think that's a huge problem in Hollywood, the tendency to have to over-explain things. Lucas did it with The Force in the prequels.
Right.
It's just gotten worse and worse. Yeah, there's a problem. In fact, I kind of think this show ruins some of the It movies because it does take away a lot of that sort of what's another word for just it has that ephemeral quality that it no longer has because of the over explanation.
But by the way, you mentioned the prequels, and I think that's an interesting idea. Brown would tell me that I'm sidestepping, but I can do that in the next 2 minutes without him saying it. So I'm going to sidestep. So what I wanted to say is, in the prequels, you had that whole situation with Vader. And when you watch the original trilogy, the twist is very big at the end of Empire Strikes Back. But when you think about it, if you then watch just in chronological order and watch the prequels, that mystery doesn't really work anymore.
Right. Absolutely not.
Like, do you think it was worth it to do the prequels and to spoil the big mystery of Empire Strikes Back? And anybody can weigh in here. Swap Shop can say it.
Yeah, this is what I was going to say. This is the inherent problem with prequels, isn't it?
Always.
Unless you're setting out to keep the mystery there and explore other things that happened before the original events, then if you're setting out to explain the backstory of what happened in the previously successful installment, you're just going to ruin the mystery completely. It happened to an extent with that Thing movie that came out with Mary Elizabeth Winstead in it a few years back.
That totally destroys the other movie. And listen, Vader has this mystique about him that is extremely powerful, and that's all gone when you watch the prequel. It's like, yeah, I knew you when you were 8 years old, you little snot. It takes away all of that.
Yeah, one of the things that made Vader so attractive to pretty much every fan is his enigmatic nature. He whenever he spoke, it was very minimal. They kept his lines very short. Sometimes it was just one word or a couple of words. And that holds a lot of power when you don't know a lot about the character. And you judge the character on what he does rather than what he says. And then as soon as you start humanizing them again and sort of explaining, oh, he was this great little kid before and this misunderstood guy who just suffered this, that, and the other, it kind of ruins the whole aspect of the villain. And I think that's one of the things that the the prequels did was kind of kick out the foundations from the original trilogy. I still now have to regard the prequels as kind of like an optional story if you want to watch that, and kind of sort of a what if scenario. I don't really still to this day consider them as part of the continuity, but at least their heart was in the right place.
There's a bigger rabbit hole once we start with that, because if you think about it, the Lucas then reshot the scene in Empire Strikes Back where the Emperor tells him that Luke Skywalker is the son of Anakin Skywalker. There's something going on there where they redubbed the Emperor. They like refilmed. Well, first of all, the Emperor used to be like a sock with two googly eyes on him, and then they suddenly removed that and they brought Ian in to do it. Yeah. And then once they brought Ian, his lines are different. Am I crazy now with all the different versions?
No, you're right.
No, you're right. It used to be monkey eyes that they had superimposed upon the face.
The dialogue is different.
But it was actually an old woman that they put a bunch of makeup on. Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, but let me explain the reason that happens.
Change the dialogue just quickly.
Yeah, they did. They did. It used to be the son of Skywalker, but when they over-explain things like that, they ruin all of the possibilities that you had in your imagination.
Absolutely.
They robbed the viewer of all of that stuff. That's
George Lucas was making it up as he went, so he was making up Star Wars as he went. He didn't have the backstory when he created Star Wars Empire and Jedi, so of course he's going to spoil it, and which is what he did. So.
And I think he had a vague outline. He didn't have all the nitty-gritty details, and I think it was probably better to let the fans make up that in their own mind. It's like making that Solo movie. You know, no one needed that. No one asked for that. It didn't achieve anything other than
it ruined everything from his name to the dice, and that's the Lucas tries to pretend like he had it all planned out, but clearly, if you look at any of the biographical materials, he was making changes on the fly as they were filming Star Wars. You know, he didn't know, and he talked it over with Lawrence Kasdan, and they decided to make Darth Vader the father, but they didn't even know that going into pre-production. So
it was a good decision to have that twist.
It was good,
those kinds of on-the-fly decisions can really benefit, you know. But that happened organically, and it happened with a bunch of great creatives who work really well together.
Yeah, but you know what wasn't a good idea?
That work on these things all the way through. They're the same people that work on the entire, say, trilogy project. Then you can't really go far wrong. But what Disney did is something else entirely. They didn't have any kind of connected material between any of them, and it just obviously fell apart.
No, they thought that they could also make it up as they went along. But when your person is J.J. Abrams, rather instead of Lucas and all of his associates that at the time were very strong, and all you have is like J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio or I don't know what, you're not going to get anywhere. I don't know if it was Chris Terrio. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm. Making him his father was a good idea, but you know what wasn't a good idea? Making Luke and Leia brother and sister. That was lazy, and they were trying to.
Yeah.
They were trying to wrap up.
Sorry, do you guys remember the cards, the red and the blue? Right, and there's one card. I think the blue came out first, right? The Star Wars cards, the blue ones came out first, and there was one card.
You're talking about the Bullgun cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was one card that I had. When you turn it back, it gave Darth Vader's origin, and he wasn't Luke's father. It was some guy that got burnt up. That's why he wears a mask. Yeah. I remember reading that. That's before all this stuff happened, before Empire. He was making up as he went along.
Yeah, it says he fell in a volcano, right? That's how we all knew growing up that, or going on. Yeah. And right here, to bring it back to Derry, he's doing the same thing. He is eliminating the possibilities. In a lot of ways, making a show like this is a collaboration with your audience. People get invested, and they.
Can you hear me, Mother?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah, we can hear you.
My computer went completely spazzo. Everybody, sorry about that.
I sidestep a bunch. I did a bunch of sidestepping, Brown.
It's good. It works. It's fine.
Welcome back, Mr. Brown.
Okay, what did we say about Derry? I think they've jumped the shark.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll watch one more and see. But we've had more bad than good at this point.
Okay, we had it went Predator Prey, and I thought, okay, maybe I'm not liking this anymore.
Wasn't Pennyworth just meant to be a really powerful evil spirit thing?
He's an alien from another
He's an
dimension.
alien?
He's an alien.
Yeah.
What?
That's why it's gone sci-fi. They're like looking for his ship and shit.
Oh, what a shit.
Was a meteor.
I liked all that. And then for some reason we just had this massive exposition dump. And then it went Predator Prey, and I thought, I don't like this anymore.
They haven't done the horrendous rule of trashing the continuity that Highlander 2 did, have they?
Don't know.
Continuity with Stephen King's always been a bit fast and loose, but
Right.
really reminds me of the 6th Gunslinger book where everything fell apart.
Okay,
Oh,
I will
dear.
say, if Indian squaws went out hunting in real life back in, in historical times, if they actually did that, I've not got a problem with it. But did they?
No, they did not.
Then I've got a problem with this.
Yeah. I told you it felt very, very artificial and
Yeah, Predator Prey. It just went. We know it's complete bullshit, but we're
Is
just getting
this from
spun a
Stephen
narrative
King?
that's complete horseshit.
Is this from Stephen King, the all alien stuff, or is it just the TV show that's saying it? Was he an alien in the books? Anyone?
Couldn't tell you.
No, I don't think in the first one, after he started making a bunch of other stuff related to it.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't honestly, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't an alien in the very first book.
Okay, let's move on anyway. Okay, my cat was throwing up as well. We should up.
I liked.
Okay.
I will just say I
As
really
they
liked
do.
Side of Pete's comment about the Star Wars movies. I'm guessing he means the sequels. He said they'd work a lot better if they had a Nazi clown in them.
We'll be doing a bit of Star Wars in a bit. So, okay. Anybody?
Yeah, still watching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen the latest one. Are we on episode 5?
Pluribus.
I think we're on 4, and
4.
I've just I haven't had a chance. They just posted the 4th one the past like 2 days or something. I didn't see it, but
It's like late Thursday evening or something is when they.
I did like the first 3. I think that I understand some people, may be thinking that the show, because of the lead character being LG character, that some people could say it's like woke or whatever. I think until now, the storytelling has been interesting. I'm willing to continue to give it a chance and keep an open mind, but I didn't see the 4th one. How is the 4th one?
The show is still it's very slow in how it's unraveling. I think a lot of people are not going to have patience for this show. I'm still interested though, because they are turning a corner where now she's not spending all of her time wallowing in her own misery. Now she's trying to figure this out. Like, why did this happen? How did this happen? Is there a way to undo it? And so she's starting to get into the psychology, the understanding of this hive mind or whatever, and to figure out like how she can use it to her advantage. So that was really the only thing that we got in this 4th episode is that she starts exploring more about what this, because in the 3rd episode, we found out that they will give you whatever you ask for. They will do anything that you tell them to do. They will hand you a hand grenade. They will give you a nuclear weapon if you ask for it. If you really want it. They will give you heroin if you want heroin. They're like, that's not really a good idea. And she says, no, I want it. So they bring her heroin, right? She's figuring out kind of how she can potentially use the knowledge that this hive mind has. But they're also letting her know that they're still trying to turn her. They're still trying to figure out how to turn her into one of them. So
is she going to snog that other woman? The woman, the pirate woman.
I don't see her. I don't see her ever doing that with her knowing she'd be sleeping with every living being on the planet. But it could happen.
Exactly.
Here, I think I boomered a bit. I thought episode 4. I thought I had watched it. It was 3, but I'm telling you, the best. If you're interested in this, wait till they all come out because the pacing in this is absolutely glacial.
It is glacial.
Slow.
There is one part in this 4th episode. My God, she is basically just sitting, staring at a television, waiting for she's taking some drugs and she's waiting for it to kick in, and she sits there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
There's absolutely
Yeah, come on.
nothing happening except you're just watching her
and here,
slowly get drunk, slowly get drugged up. That's it.
here's the thing: they're not being truthful to her character, because a woman like that, if she realized what's going on, she would sit one of them down and say, "Hey, what's the truth about UFOs? Who shot JFK?" All of the big mysteries in our life are now in our culture and our history are completely accessible to her, and she's showing no curiosity about that.
There is some of that in the 4th episode.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
This is still the problem I've got with this program. It's Kim Wexler. It's a big fucking problem.
Well, yeah.
Is she less annoying in episode 4 than she was in episode 3?
She's cleaning up her act a bit. So like I say, it's still, this show is moving very, very slowly. I think especially for today's audience, I don't mind a show that unravels slowly. I really don't. As long as I'm sure it's going somewhere. I don't know. I'm gonna give this till the end of the season. But
Same.
If the end of this season is a complete just black box, it's a mystery box, and there's no answers, nothing forthcoming by the end of this season. I don't think I would bother coming back.
Then.
But I do really like Vince Gilligan. He's a great writer.
Well, it could be a turkey.
Yeah, I know. I'm still willing to give it a shot.
I'm going to give Vince Gilligan until the end of the season as well, because I think he's talented enough, and he's earned at least that for me.
Yeah, he's more trustworthy than JJ, but I still maintain the first season of this show was between episodes 1 and 2. That would be perfect, and that would have garnered a lot more trust going into this, which could have been the second season.
Okay, then, folks. Watch it at your...
You're telling me that that's not a picture of Jodie Whittaker?
Yeah.
It sure looks like it.
After she'd been sacked. It's still 50-50, I feel, folks. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting ideas. The execution is a little dubious.
If you're going to watch it, maybe watch it until the end. When all the 10 episodes, binge it. But for me, unless if it changes, I'm not watching this.
One last important thing is that we've seen this movie before. So if he doesn't bring something new to it, it's just the same old stuff. So.
Okay. It should have been shot not in Albuquerque. Let's move on. Okay, episode 2, Landman.
Greatest TV show currently on.
Haven't seen the second one yet, unfortunately.
Magnificent.
Back on form today.
Oh yeah.
Although, where's his daughter? Where's her boyfriend gone? Another character has just disappeared.
Oh, she goes through men like people go through napkins. Are you kidding?
No, but in the first season, they took time to build that character as though he's not just some stupid jock, but like there's something more to him. And then this season started, and it's as if he never existed.
Yeah, he's not
putting that out there.
He's not in the credits either. I think they're going to have her go off to school, and there's going to be someone new. I don't know. Maybe it's not forefront of my mind though. I love all of the storylines for this season are opening up, and it's really, really well done.
Episode 1 was just to get you back into it.
Yeah, we're not doing spoilers, are we?
No spoilers.
Yeah, just everyone was in top form. There was a great scene in the nursing home, and the dialogue. I love the relationship between Billy Bob and his son. It's
so good.
Yeah, and he's just got so many good lines for this. So many things are quotable. And the thing when he's at the funeral home, he's like, he goes, I don't know how much, just do the flowers. I can't think about it. And he's like, how much? How many flowers? He's like, I don't know, enough to show that I tried, but not enough to show that I cared.
Yeah,
it's just brilliant.
Yeah. I'm still getting caught up on this, so I have not seen any of this new season. But I am enjoying what I'm seeing.
I saw the first episode, but not the second one.
Yeah.
I obviously need to catch up on this. I haven't seen any of it whatsoever. But after what you guys have said, I'm kind of really.
Good.
The only question I have about it, because I'm hesitant to get into it, is there any bumming in it?
There's implied bumming. I really
daughter gets bummed.
Yeah, I do miss all of the miscellaneous gratuitous coffee girls and their cheesecake. We could
Oh,
see a
yes.
little more of that. Yeah.
There is bumming in season 1, swappers, so you'd be well
Oh, yeah.
happy.
Excellent. Okay, count me in.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, man, nothing about this guy's life is easy or calm or quiet. And just when you think it's settled down, like another bomb drops, it's just, this is what television is supposed to be. It's the perfect medium for this kind of story.
Last week's episode went wrong because some of the characters weren't in it, and Rebecca was in this episode, and she's fucking awesome. She is, the lawyer.
Oh, she's beyond. I mean, that scene with her, I don't want to get. It was just brutal. Yeah. I really think, along with Billy Bob, like she is the secondary star of the show.
Gregory Lieber, hello, mate. Ali Larder. She did not get her kit off this week.
Larder?
Yeah, but it seems like it could happen anytime. They're definitely not showing restraint with it.
Okay, so back on form, yes.
Yeah, and I do want to call out Demi Moore's performance is really, really fantastic here. She is kind of struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say, man, she is doing a phenomenal job. So
she could be the real star of this season, I feel.
Yeah, easily. Or Sam Elliott, for that matter. Man,
God, he was so good today.
He was. It just subtext. We don't get that in shows anymore, and this is just chock full of amazing moments.
Okay, we recommend it, folks. Landman.
Absolutely. I couldn't recommend it highly enough.
Quickly. Landman Season 2 premiere sets Paramount Plus viewing record.
Yeah.
Hardly surprising, yes.
Yeah, it took $1 billion to hire that guy away from the network. Wow.
Okay. Let's move on then. Okay. David Ellison's Paramount Skydance is bringing in new Middle Eastern partners to support the full bid for Warner Brothers Discovery. The company has joined forces with the sovereign wealth funds of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi to submit the offer. Basically, they're wanting to buy out Warner Brothers.
Man, I hope the government says no. I don't want any more foreign money coming in and taking things that are quintessentially American.
Been a big problem over here.
Right, and we don't need any more consolidation in entertainment. It's already why we're getting so much shit.
Don't they want to bring back the Zack universe?
Which is in connection with this, yes.
Well, I think it's primarily Netflix that was specifically talking about the bringing back Snyder, but
it's going to be a mistake.
Well,
you think?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, nobody's 100% sure. What initially happened is that people thought that Comcast was going to make a bid. Then people thought that the Saudis are going to make the bid. Then they thought that Comcast and the Saudis were going to make a bid. And then people said that it was the Paramount going to make a bid, but it was going to be together with the Saudis. Now, one thing I know for sure, or at least I'm pretty sure, I think it'll be difficult for the Saudis, even if they initially wanted to just flat out buy Warner Brothers and they have the money. That's probably not going to happen because you need regulators and the government to approve. And I think that just flat out a foreign entity like Saudi Arabia owning Warner Brothers, I don't think that's going to fly. But if Paramount does, in fact, act as the figurehead for all of this, and the Saudis are sort of investors in the situation, this could actually play out that way. And that's been looking like the strongest option until now. It's all kind of up in the air because the Ellisons are the second richest family in the world. So they could still buy something even without the Saudis, but people seem to think that they're all going to be working together. And Trump, who I guess likes Ellison and the Saudis, is just going to somehow approve it.
You know what? Rich people don't like to spend their own money. So, they will team up with, team up with the Saudis, definitely.
So I don't know when this particular post from Variety was made, but I do know that earlier this week, Paramount came out and said...
Came out? What?
Yes, indeed.
What?
They said that this post, this discussion about these Arab sovereign wealth funds being involved in their bid was quote unquote categorically inaccurate.
Right,
but
wrong.
But But then they also said the process is confidential and we're not going to comment on it anymore. So I don't know what that means.
There is another speculation going on that initially it'll look like Paramount solely is making this bid.
Indeed.
Now, even if they initially do all these bids and talks, they don't have to explain to you if somebody is going to be bringing money or not. They don't even have to address that. Once they're in negotiations, they can say, well, this amount is coming out of our own family fund. This is coming from here. This is coming from there. Oh, and the Saudis are going to give us some money too. But I think that if they wanted to do that, they probably wanted to wait with that piece of information, but with all the chatter, it already got out, and that's why they didn't say categorically false. They said categorically inaccurate, which is like one level softer than that.
Yeah.
And I saw a picture of Zach sitting next to a Saudi.
Well, the reason...
So I don't know if that's true.
No, it is true. What happens is, I hate to be like that producer Patrick guy. I happen to be one of the bigger experts on this silly thing for some reason. In any case, what were you saying, Zach, with the Saudis? Okay, so the UFC, Dana White, did a deal with the Saudis to do some kind of movie about the UFC, and they chose Zack Snyder as their director. This happened maybe 7 months ago, 8 months ago, or something like that. And they all met with him and they took pictures, but that's how Zack Snyder became friendly with the Saudis. Now, the speculation is Ellison doesn't like far left politics, and they could possibly see James Gunn as something along those lines. In addition, if the Saudis do bring money, and they already are buddy-buddy with Zack Snyder, which they are, the idea could be, hey, can't you give Zack, a movie to do here to finish up his Justice League story? And they may actually do it. Zack Snyder has never been in a better position than he is now.
Yep.
There is a theoretical possibility. People ask me what the percentage, at least like a 50% chance that if this thing goes through, they're gonna let him do some movie.
Are they going to replace one big shit with another? Do you know what I mean? It's just
why not?
Pretty much.
Yeah, but at least it was solid poo. What we got over the summer was just the runniest, effluent.
Going.
I prefer it. I prefer, honestly, I prefer, I know this may not be to everybody's liking. I keep saying the same thing. If, let's say, they return the Snyderverse, I have no issues with the cast. And if Zack Snyder, if you can give him a really good screenplay that somebody else wrote, and a producer that sits there and kind of puts him in place from time to time when he's going off and doing all these weird things, if you could do that, I think you got yourself a decent movie.
But they have to keep him on a leash, and I would love to get Cavill back, but the thing is, I think Snyder's done. Like, his peak period of creativity is over, and I think the best that we can get out of him isn't going to be that great anymore.
Snyder is not a very good writer. He's all right. He's a competent director. I agree with Price. If they got a proper writer in to do his thing and let him just direct, then maybe it'll work. But as I said, it's one shit replacing another piece of shit.
He will never just direct, though. Have you heard him in interviews? Exactly. He insists on rewriting the stuff.
That's my point.
And the more you tell him he can't do something, the more determined he is to do it. So it's not going to work with this guy.
Perhaps don't do it. Okay. Shall we move on? We got a bit political there, I feel, at point.
Well, I mean, there was no way around it because that's part of the nature of this bid.
What's this? Zelda.
First look at the live-action Legend of Zelda movie in theaters, May 7, 2020.
Do you know what, right, guys? I'm not going to be watching this because there's no people of color or
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to be watching
this. They didn't choose that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah.
There has been some people worried about this, saying, oh, it's going to be girl bossy, whatever, and Link's just going to be tagging along. All we have are a couple of shots from filming. There's nothing to show other than the fact that she has a bow and arrow and he doesn't appear to be armed. Okay, well that's all we've got though. Hey, guess what? At least she's a woman.
Yeah, that's the operative word. She. Hey, we won already.
It was what am I thinking? Hunter Schafer.
Hunter Schafer.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
She's white. What's going on?
I know. Yeah. There's nothing here. People just want to get freaked out about it. They want to panic. Honestly, I like this property. I do. I've played many of the games. In fact, played all of them.
I played it a bit.
But I don't like that they went with live action. I really don't. I
But
think
you know
it should
what?
have been animated.
CG. I was
Possibly,
definitely.
yeah.
I was
Yeah,
also
yeah.
the Mario
Yeah, that's
movie
what-
theme running.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know what, R2, right? Basically, right, I don't mind it when people kick off and things like this. You know what? Because they have every right to, because years have gone by where we've been shoveled shit after shit after
we
shit.
go.
So
Well,
basically,
you're not wrong.
From the hip,
I-
everybody.
I am happy that people are saying that, because you have to be wary now when everything's being introduced, especially it's from an IP. So I take my hat off to them.
Yeah.
Yes, be very wary.
It's
That's all I'm
Nintendo
saying.
though, so
Well, we'll see,
Nintendo.
right?
Yeah, it
Possibly,
just depends.
possibly.
I mean, this is also being produced by Avi Arad, who doesn't have the greatest track record over the last
No,
decade.
it
So
doesn't,
Here
yeah.
you go, folks. The legend that is Side Effect with his numbers ranged. We have been tricked before many fucking times. We have.
Yeah.
Exactly.
you
exactly.
are not wrong. You are
He's
not
not.
wrong. We
He's a
have been.
legend. Yeah.
We have had so much stuff just shoveled into
That's-
our
that's-
faces, and we are sick of it. We genuinely are.
That's why
I'm-
I hate it when people say, "Oh, look at them kicking off, blah blah blah." Like,
Yeah.
fuck up. Do you know how many years we've had this shit? They have every right to fucking kick off. Do you know what I mean? Every right.
Yeah,
From the hip,
yeah.
everybody.
And I just hope I hope that the studio is listening. And we did see, there was reportedly with the Mario movie that the Western writers, the people who were working at Imagination who were creating it had come up with a bunch of these ideas, and they had Princess Peach being very girl bossy.
Mary
And-
Sue-ish. Yeah.
Okay,
And then in the actual film that was made, she does have a little bit of that, but the word is that Nintendo saw where they were going with it and told them, hell no, Mario is the hero of this movie. Stop that.
Okay,
So
speaking
I'm
of,
hoping they do the same here.
speaking of Mario, it just popped in my head now. What about a Mario Kart movie directed by Joseph Kosinski?
Why not?
Do a
Yeah, why not?
Fast and Furious Mario Kart crossover starring Vin Diesel.
Okay. Shall we
Well,
move on then?
apparently I'm not reactionary enough now, so I'm woke. Just so you know.
Well, we all know that. But anyway, let's move on. Ryan Johnson and who's that? Are starting to formulate ideas for Knives Out 4.
Ugh, give it a rest already. Who even cares about this shit?
Nope. Don't care.
I'm not saying
one
you,
bit.
Brian. I mean with them with their stupid sequels. Like, how many more of these stupid movies do you want to make?
Sid James.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who wants to see this shit? The Roundhead should just fuck off, basically.
Yeah.
You don't
Okay.
want to see this shit. So,
Okay. It's a sidestep. It's a good sidestep.
Oh, God,
Ryan
no.
Johnson wants to make a Muppets movie.
Ryan Johnson just wants work. That's all he wants. And do you know what? He doesn't deserve it. Not after
Doesn't
what he
deserve
did to
it, no.
Star
No,
Wars.
no,
Stupid
absolutely
rat
not.
No,
twat.
you should.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
pisses-
you know how in football there's the red card, and then for like a number of games you can't play or something, especially if like you know if it's a major foul or it's in like the World Cup or whatever it is. I think they have to give him that kind of red card. He's done something so bad that for X amount of years we don't even hear about him anymore at all. Like he doesn't get any movies, doesn't get any Knives Out or anything. Like I feel like he should his license to do any kind of thing in Hollywood and entertainment should be revoked.
Yeah, we have that. It's called director jail, and he should be in it, but he
Should
still
be in
gets
it, yeah.
continues to get work and money and lots of it, and it's really pissing me off.
Okay, we need to. He's getting triggered, so we'll try and blast through these. Okay. Who saw this?
No.
Ryan Johnson was offered to write and direct Star Wars Episode IX9, but
Yeah.
turned it down. Swappers?
Well, I mean, wouldn't surprise me. But then he's also said how much he wants to return to the Star Wars universe and write another movie, and all this crap. And
This sounds like horse shit to me personally. This sounds like nobody's going to come out and say anything now that he said this. Nobody's going to contradict him because this whole thing of his trilogy being canceled is already a bad look. So they're just not going to say anything. I could say that too, and nobody would be able to say anything.
Yeah, I tend to not believe this either, since he was definitely given the cold shoulder by Disney after the fallout from Last
from
Jedi.
the whole of the Hollywood Reporter, so it must be true. Ian, anything to say?
You're right. It was only after Return of the Jedi, the Last Jedi, that when everyone just rose up and threw their shit at Disney because of that movie. Before, right at the premiere, I think Kathleen Kennedy, you can probably still find videos of it, her quoting the press saying, "Oh, we're giving him a trilogy."
Yeah, that was just the opening weekend that was enormous money-wise, but after the fallout, it was a different story entirely.
Okay. Ian, anything to add?
Do you know what really pisses me off, right? That after all these years, none of the people that were involved in that crappy Disney Star Wars would apologize. None of them. Everybody knows what they've done to Star Wars. Everybody knows that they've wrecked Star Wars. Yet none of them, from Daisy to this fucking round-headed twat, wouldn't say sorry at all. So they can all get fucked as far as I'm concerned.
Do you think it's J.J. Abrams gets the heat unnecessarily?
I think so, but then who could prove? Who could prove? Because I think he came in there with the best intentions because he's a huge fan of Star Wars.
Yeah,
he got derailed by the Me Too shit. And well, him too. But I'm saying he sucked up to Kathleen Kennedy because there was promise of more work, and the reason why this is not true is because he wanted to do it so badly.
There's an echo, by the way.
Sorry, is there? But he wanted to do it so badly that basically they know that he fucked up, so that's why they didn't give him the job. So I don't believe this shit at all. I don't know why there's an echo.
Yeah, even Joel Schumacher apologized for Batman.
Okay, there's an echo. Who's got their headphones off? Silence. This stream's going really well tonight.
It's not me. Oh. See, not me.
Okay, let's move on.
What's the question? You had an echo?
Echo?
Yeah, we had an echo. Yeah.
Echo?
Echo. John Boyega would be open to do a Star Wars movie.
Of course he would.
Under 3 conditions. Must be, I'm boomering by the way, must be a movie as the bromance between Finn and Poe should only be on big screen. Poe Chewbacca must return, needs a great script. Well, he's fucked then, isn't it?
Well, it's never going to get a great script, so that even if he wanted all of this, it's not possible.
Yeah, and he's already lost the fans' support.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to see him. He's dead to us.
Yep, he flip-flopped his way through all that victim thing, and that's it. There's nothing.
And
he has to look somewhere else for some help.
Yeah, he turned on the fans. I'm done with him. I don't care anymore.
You know the still there that's on screen?
Mm-hmm.
That was like, ooh, this could be interesting.
The thing is, though, I would say that he is a victim.
No, he was, but he made his own choices.
Well, he was desperate for work.
So I'm not defending him, but he's pushed into a corner where they probably promised him more work if he did this. So that's what I reckon happened. Because basically this guy, he's from South London, right? And South London people ain't stupid, let me tell you. So they must have said something to him, or they promised him more work, whatever, and that's why he said the shit that he did. Because there's no way that this guy would turn that way, because you heard what he said before all this shit. You heard that he was on the fan side. You heard he was saying things like they fucked Finn and all that rubbish, and then suddenly he's saying this. So there's something wrong somewhere.
I've seen him try to do that to other celebrities who refused to take the bait, and they stood up and said no. I give this guy no credit, no excuses. Okay. No, he's gone. He's done.
Yeah, you go. Look, Solon Storm Ranch, he sold out.
Yeah, but he sold out. Yeah, but as I said, I can understand why.
Is it desperation?
He's not getting anywhere. No one's working. No
Yeah.
one is working in Hollywood. No
and
one.
nobody's going to be because AI is here, man, and they're all
Absolutely.
going to be put out of business. So
Absolutely.
Should we do some super chats? We've been sitting on these technical
on, Ed.
difficulties in Ryan Johnson. Let's clear these then. Okay, so first up, Mega Spider-Man Wrench, €5. Thank you, my friend. To all, favorite Batman costume and why that?
The Val Kilmer one in when his first Val Kilmer one, that costume was fucking awesome. It looked like the comics, the 70s comics, as far as I was concerned. That's my favorite one.
yeah,
Favorite
I'm kind
Kilmer.
of going with Ian. I love the Val Kilmer Batman.
Anybody else?
I'd have to say the Michael Keaton one.
He couldn't turn his head.
He looked amazing.
Yeah, but he also moved very stiffly, and Kilmer was so much more agile and fun to watch in motion.
If you're going to counter movement into it, then I'll go with the Batman Dead End fan movie that came out about like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
66 Batman, Adam West.
Yeah, pretty good.
Fantastic.
Okay. To all, favorite song and why that? Oh God.
Tears of a Clown. That's my one.
Anybody?
God, I've got too many. I can't sing.
I can't.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
impossible.
tough one.
Okay.
Favorite
the one-
single song.
Okay, one was popping in Celine Dion, the Titanic one. That's a guilty pleasure. That's a guilty pleasure, but there are other good songs.
I will say off the top of my head.
Yesterday by the Beatles. Yesterday.
I'll say off the top of my head, Dare by Stan Bush from the Transformers 1986 movie.
Ooh.
That's good. That's a good song.
I had a couple pop in my head when I read it, and one is the Art Pepper song, Patricia, and then Whipping Post by the Allman Brothers, and then Come Together by the Beatles.
I love that song, Come Together.
Okay. Thank you, my friend. Mega Spider-Man wrenched €5 again. Thank you, my friend. Very generous. I hope Price isn't too tired and excited after open bar. His Jane story was very cool, yet mysterious.
Well, thank you. Well, I'm doing better. I did rest. I mean, actually, yesterday I went drinking, so I wouldn't say that I'm still a bit tired, but I'm okay.
6 streams in one day, Jesus.
I honestly, I have to be honest, I'm not sure it was 6. I think it was 5. But you say 6 all the time, and it sounds so great, and I don't want to correct you.
Slag.
I think it was 5 in a row.
Flavius X wrenched Willsport 10 pounds, which is real money until Wednesday, I feel. I found my old Jim, lovely, fixed it for me, medal the other day. I'll never forget winning it. I was blindfolded and had to guess the weight of 2 snooker balls in an old leather bag. Birthday. Cheers. Is it your birthday on Tuesdays, mate? On Tuesday. Cheers, all. Happy birthday, mate.
Happy birthday.
Okay. Shall we? I think, is it more Star Wars? I don't know.
Leslie Squarehead.
Okay. The Acolyte creator Leslie Headland thinks that the content being made about Star Wars will be more culturally impactful than actual Star Wars. Those IPs will continue to make money, but I don't know how much they will affect the next generation as much as the content that is being created around those events, IP films and television shows. Swappers?
Yeah, she's got a point to a degree there. I can remember when I first saw this the other day. Content being made about Star Wars will be more culturally impactful. Well, if you're talking about Disney Star Wars, yes. But you can never be more culturally impactful than the original trilogy. No way. But those IPs will continue to make money. Star Wars is going to be dead and gone in a few years if it keeps going the way it's going. They fail to engage children and the new generations. The older generation is going to age out and not be around anymore. And who are they going to be left with? The progressives that swear that everything that Disney do is fantastic. There's about 20 of those. So talking about cultural impact, I don't know. I'm not sure if she's fully aware of the situation.
This is just cope, man. She can't get work. She's screwed up. And she's trying to save some face by saying what she made may not have been successful, but it has a huge cultural impact. Well, yeah, when you destroy something somebody loves, that will create an impact. Also, wrong picture, man, because she is looking really, really rough these days.
Aren't we all?
You know what?
She's chasing.
She's looking good these days for a second.
No, she's chasing Cynthia Erivo for being difficult on the eyes.
Dear.
Yeah,
You know what?
It
You know what the real
physically hurts my eyes to look at.
Do you know what the real truth is? Is that she made something that was absolute shit, right? So why don't you just fuck off?
Sometimes
From the hip, everybody.
Good
and
Lord, that
another
was
thing,
from the hit. That one.
Sometimes,
she
sometimes
knows.
it's better to admit that you fucked up. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's better to just
absolutely.
come out and say,
Happy birthday.
you know what?
Absolutely.
I was given this opportunity. I had a certain vision. I understand the vision wasn't for everybody. That's one of the things that I take a responsibility as a creator. I also have to pay attention to what the audience is looking for when they watch a certain franchise. It's a lot of lessons that I have learned. I'm going to be implementing them for my next projects. That's what a smart person does, not like, oh no, all the bigots, they hated it. Yeah, go say that and see how far you get.
If she was smart, we wouldn't have gotten what we got to begin with. And the fact is, she doesn't know how to write. She doesn't know how to make dialogue. She took her therapy session and put it into a TV show, and nobody wanted to see that shit.
If I remember,
listen, sorry, go ahead, Ian.
no, quickly. If I remember if I remember correctly, the first 3 episodes of The Acolyte was kind of okay, and then it just
No.
Then it just complete no.
There wasn't. There was no.
Listen, guys, listen.
Oh,
Listen.
Listen, everybody.
No. Look, if you sit down and you have a table of writers, this is what I reckon happened. She sat down with a table of writers and she said, right, we're going to make the gayest Star Wars ever. How do we proceed? That is exactly what she did. There was no talk about Star Wars. There was no trying to push the story and make it part of Star Wars or try and make something that the fans would like. It was all about the woke. So she fucked off.
No, it wasn't just woke. She wanted to kill her father, so she needed to put that sort of power fantasy about her daddy issues.
She deliberately put all this stuff in there. Deliberately. So she doesn't deserve our respect at all. She doesn't deserve anything. I don't even know why we're talking about this square-headed.
And it was
agreed.
Okay, and it was about lesbian space, which ironically did give us one of the funniest moments on TV.
Lesbian space
funny
witches
moments actually.
With daddy issues.
When the lesbian space which is overdosed on
yes.
the force. It's funny.
The old
funny, yes.
That old crone in the middle sort of just
Amazing.
flopping over. Oh yeah, that was great.
Amazing. Istophobos wrenched to a spot member for 10 months.
She doesn't deserve anything. She doesn't even deserve
Brown.
talking about her.
Stop torturing your cat from she just eaten before and I think she had too much and just puked it up.
They deliberately went out their way to do this, all of them.
Carl Voigtlander wrenched will spot member for a year. My God.
Wow.
Thank you, my friend. 12 months. What? Daisy fingers people. There you go. Cheers, my friend.
I'm going to officially move my fingers over from Daisy to Zelda. So.
Okay, let's move on. Look. Professor R2 wrench will spot. God, is it really 14 months ago? Time does fly so quickly. Ruin. I think I've got space for one more emoji. I may look into that this week. Shall we? Jon Favreau says Mandalorian S4 is already written. We were planning doing a 4th season. I had actually written all of it. I still have season 4 sitting on my desk here. They pivoted to making a movie instead.
Yeah, we knew this before, though. We've known this for a while.
I don't care.
And when the
Oh,
movie
boy.
bombs, they're
Yeah,
certainly
yeah.
not going to make
Okay.
the.
Oh, it's going to be a flop.
Okay, I thought season 4 was the movie. They just kind of.
Yeah. That's what they're saying. They pivoted to the movie. I think that it's the same. Like they took the story and turned that into the movie, but that seems to sound like it's something different. I don't know. It's weird.
Who on the panel has got a cat?
I wish I had.
Anybody got pussy?
Yes.
I had to bury my last one
Oh.
about 2 years ago, so I haven't
God.
really. I haven't had the sort of. I don't want to go through that again. I haven't gotten a new one because I'm still.
Yes, we do have
Okay.
cats.
I'm going to do a Mog emoji then. Okay, I think we'll do a Mog one this week.
Oh yeah.
Mog.
Okay. Do we care? We're all going to see the film, obviously, because we're going to do the meetup in the UK for the meetup for Grogu. Are we? Yes? No?
Yeah, sure.
Book your flights.
This movie is probably a section of season 4.
Yeah, that's my guess.
They kind of took a character like a sub arc from the season and thought we can adapt that into the big screen. So
Yeah.
guaranteed when we watch it, it will feel like a couple of episodes of the TV show.
It's got attack walkers in it though, swappers. You see that?
Yeah.
And they're walking on the side of a cliff thing. Wouldn't the
Last
ground?
Jedi had attack walkers in it.
Okay, let's move on then. It's all doom and gloom. Oh, here we go. Disney has revealed that it spent $60.5 million on Andor Season 2 ahead of its debut this April, bringing the show's total cost to $705 million.
Did they get that return on investment with the viewing figures?
Yeah.
This is more than any Star Wars movie in history.
It wasn't worth it.
No,
Not even close.
the Acolytes still cost more per minute though, because there were 3 times the runtime on the Acolyte at 320 million for 8 half-hour episodes. The Acolyte was still more expensive.
Yeah, I mean, they could have made something from this idea. They could have made 2 movies for, let's say, 100 and something million each. And if they would have chosen a different person to play Andor, it would have been even better. And then maybe you got the first one, the second one, and the third one would be Rogue One. And then you have a trilogy that you could have made that didn't completely suck. But these shows, there was so much slow burn in parts that it didn't justify the slow burn.
That's 160,000 seasons of Rebecca Gold, by the way.
I would watch
Do you know what?
that. I'd prefer to watch Rebecca Gold personally.
Yeah.
Do you know what? This show should never have been made. It should never have been made, right? Seriously. He died in the film. They should have spent this money bringing back old Luke and getting someone to write it properly. They should have. There's 1,001 things they could have done instead of this shit. Seriously. And I don't care what anyone says. Oh, it's the best Star Wars since what? Do you know what I
Since
mean?
the last Star Wars.
Yes,
I will say though, was it the last 6 episodes of Andor were pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah, you know what NNNNM is saying? I've noticed that too. All of a sudden, we're getting all
there's
this
a lot-
artificial Star Wars stuff pushed on like Twitter and social media. So something's up. I don't know if it's
Things
just
afoot.
I don't know if it's just publicity ahead of the Mando movie, but I have a feeling something's going on behind the scenes, and we're just seeing the fallout of that.
We're so starved of any decent Star Wars entertainment. Like
Of anything,
even
really.
something that seems just slightly above mediocre seems like the best thing ever to a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's why this got so much acclaim. But obviously, a lot of people weren't willing to put their boots on the ground and go and actually watch this, and subscribe and sit there and download it or stream it or whatever, because, I think the apathy's just set in years ago for this now. We've had too much shit from this studio and no one cares anymore.
Okay.
They've just shot themselves in the foot.
If the rest of the Star Wars, what we've had, were of the quality of the last 6 episodes of Andor, we'd be in a different place now.
Well, you're willing to accept second best and even fifth best or even ninth best, but not me. Fuck them. This is rubbish. The first 3 episodes was boring as shit. Why would I carry on watching the rest?
It's like
You know
what
what I
you
mean?
say, Ian. Every single time I see people praising the show online, and I go in to sort of tell them otherwise, I always think of what you say about if you don't capture people in the first episode or 2 episodes, then you've lost completely. The whole series is bust.
Yeah, that's how it used to be in the old days, and it's how it is now. But you know, you got all these people who I reckon it's because people are doing YouTube things on them, and of course they're going to go beyond the 3rd episode. But me as a punter, you know, boring as shit. Why would I watch the rest?
Okay, I'll rephrase what I said. If this was a sci-fi space opera show without the Star Wars name, the last 6 episodes were quality.
Yeah, but it was still slow as hell. Most people wouldn't have stuck around if it wasn't Star Wars to get to the good part.
6 episodes leading up to it was fucking boring as fuck.
The reason why it was made was because of the DEI. They obviously couldn't have a white American guy lead a show like this. They had to have some Spanish or wherever he comes from, just to show that we're having different races in our Star Wars universe. Oh, fuck off! You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous.
And on that fuck off bombshell.
Oh no! Oh no!
If I had the time and a sledgehammer, I would track down every copy of that show and smash it. George Lucas, and then the Star Wars Holiday Special premiered on this day in 1978.
He allowed it though, didn't he, George?
Oh, I mean, he was involved with it. He made it.
Exactly. Yeah, he's only got himself to blame.
I've never seen it. Why is it so bad?
It's a it's a 70s variety show, which if you ever went back and looked, it's just like it's got a lot of cheese and tackiness and
Coke.
It's basically Hee Haw done Star Wars style. And that's if you don't know what Hee Haw is, look it up.
With lots of Coke.
Yeah, probably, and a lot of shenanigans behind the scene. It's sort of I saw a documentary about the show being made, and you kind of see how everything spun out of control and got unraveled, and it certainly makes sense, but it does sort of explain what happened and how we ended up getting what we got. But somebody there needed to just stop and say, "Hey, slow down. Let's look at this. This is awful," and they didn't do that.
R2, you were in there. Are you there?
He's on the
bog.
And
he's okay.
No, the droid doesn't go to the bog. It has to plug in to recharge.
Right. Okay.
Well, we're talking about Prof, and he's not there, so he's missed his opportunity. Shall we move on?
Yes, move on. Oh, what's this?
George Lucas was asked what cinema will be in 10 years. Same thing as it is now. The stories they're telling are just old movies. Let's do a sequel. Let's do another version of this movie. There's no original thinking. The big studios, they don't have an imagination.
It's not their job to have imagination, but it is their job to foster imagination in the people that create for them. And they're not doing that because they are so paranoid and risk averse.
They can't foster imagination if they don't have imagination. You've got to have imagination to see imagination. So if they don't have that, then they're just fucking around, aren't they?
If they don't get involved, you can do that. I hire people to do stuff that I don't know anything about, and I don't sit over their shoulders and tell them what to do, Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Yeah.
It is a hell of a drug, yeah.
I think maybe they need a little more in some places and a little less in the others.
It's all tech bods that are in charge now. So, I mean, I think George Lucas is wrong. I think cinemas are going to disappear in the future, and I think they're only going to be very small little ones owned by people around. Yeah, and the big ones are going to be gone in the next 10 years, I reckon.
Yeah. Ashen Prism, right, Shlomo, are you not entertained?
Are we?
Yes, no. Are we? We don't know.
Well,
not for a while.
When you realize that tech ruins every other industry that it gets involved with, except for tech itself, and this is their most recent victim, taking over the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
On that note.
Okay. Following the delay of the Lanterns, here's the updated 2026 DC lineup. Lego Batman. Don't know. Supergirl, June 26th. Was it June 26th? Lanterns, late summer. Clayface, September 11th.
Lego
Clayface.
Batman could be good.
That's about it,
Clayface.
really.
Clayface, why? Why make that film? No, nobody knows who Clayface is. The normies don't know who Clayface is. Why is Gunn making a film about Clayface? Why isn't he trying to do a Batman movie? Why isn't he trying to do, I don't know, a Batgirl, another Batgirl movie? Why is he doing Clayface? It's like saying, it's just, honestly, that guy needs to be
I'll
put
tell you why.
in
I'll
prison.
tell you why I
Really
think he's doing
does.
Clayface. Again, I know a lot of stuff and I don't know why, but Matt Reeves initially was going to do this Clayface as part of his universe.
Yeah.
Then James Gunn basically intercepted it, and it was upon his arrival when he had more leverage and power than he has now. So he was like, "No, Clayface is not part of the Matt Reeves universe. It's my universe." So what happened was Matt Reeves behind the scenes apparently said, "Okay, I backed off." Still gets an executive producer credit on the show, which means that somebody needs to send him a check for the movie, sorry. And then meanwhile, James Gunn took it over and made it his own. If Matt Reeves hadn't announced that he wanted to do this, maybe it wouldn't have even gotten made. And after that, what James Gunn was claiming is this is going to be a movie that's going to cost like $45-50 million to make. So it's enough that some people go see it, and maybe it'll be like a quiet sleeper hit for Warner Brothers. That's the way he's been presenting it.
Yeah, but this is all wrong, isn't it? The way they're
Not really.
approaching this and everything. What you know? What? Right?
I agree with you 100%, Ian. Like you like to say, it looks like complete shit to me, but you know, that's the strategy. I'm just explaining what the bullshit.
Yeah, I know. But why can't they just sit down, right? And Matt Reeves and him sit down and say, how can we work together? How can we make the DC universe better than it is already? Okay, you've got your Batman. I've got my Superman. Let's see if we can make these things work together. Why aren't they doing that instead of doing stupidness like this?
If there's one movie that might look like shit, it would be Clayface, literally.
That's what I'm saying.
The rumor is, and I don't know if this is true, rumor has it that Matt Reeves and James Gunn don't especially like each other. I don't know if that's a good enough reason, but the rumor is that they actually, in spite of what the media will tell you and what James Gunn will say, what great friends he is with everybody, I think that Matt Reeves and him do not like each other.
Did you get that from, I'm going to get roasted for this, did you get that from Tacky on Pulse?
No, we got it
I'm
from
not
Sparrow.
falling for that one again. I'm not falling. You
got
can
Sparrow.
You can invite that guy.
Chaffinch.
But I mean, seriously though, I mean, you know, even if you don't like the person, you have to, in business, right? And I'm not a very good businessman. You have to look beyond it. You have to look at what's good for the business, what's good for what you're doing. And you know, it takes nothing for Gunn to reach out and say, right, Matt, come on, let's talk about this. Let's sit down and talk about this. At least talk about it.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It makes no sense.
I'll give you one thing, Ian. Maybe it shows that both of these people shouldn't be in charge of anything if they can't sit around and make some kind of agreement about something.
Caravaggio numbers. Hello, mate. Shitface, the new series from Netflix. Yeah, I've got a TV series coming out. It's based on my nights out in Birmingham in the 90s called Shitface. Everybody. Cheers.
I guess the real question.
Cheers, everybody.
The real question is, what are they going to do to Lanterns after Supergirl bombs? Are they going to push it back or scrap it?
We've got a super chat, everybody. Fat Lobber Wrench will spot 2 poons, real money, until Wednesday. Mog emote. I will sort that out this week. Adam Jones.
Go on. Go ahead.
Talkie
Go on.
Wrench. Thank you. Member for 13 months. Christ.
More than a year.
I know. Can we do a meetup in South Australia so I can come? Yes, if you put us up for the week. Yes.
They're just saying that it's a shame, really, that this is all going to shit. They haven't learned anything, right? So everyone said this before Gunn made the Superman movie. Just make a straight Superman movie and see how that goes. Once it's okay and people went to see it and they like it, move on to the next one. But he's making the same mistake as Zack did.
Okay, I
will say DC, bunch of fucking idiots. All of them.
I will say Fat Lobber. I used to live near Walsall. Anyway,
I mean, don't you think, guys? I mean, seriously, it's the same thing they're doing again, but with gun.
Okay, let's just sidestep all this bullshit.
That
And
skirt's too long.
Supergirl, yeah, Supergirl appears on the CCXP 25 schedule, whatever that is. Is that like
Well, I
a
don't know what is it. It's American stuff.
No,
South
it's
American,
not.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it
Why is
Brazil?
that skirt too long? Why is that skirt too long?
That fucking dog's there again.
Why is her skirt too long? Why has she got boots covering her thighs? Or we can't see anything. It's ridiculous.
Why are you
It's so ridiculous.
why are you gay?
God, honestly.
That's gonna
So stupid,
that's
these
gonna-
people.
that is gonna bomb hard, isn't it?
Why has she got a drink in her hand like she's some fucking drunk?
Because that's what she is.
Okay. DC Lantern series will now premiere end of summer 2026.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Green Lantern, but it looks like they're going to
It's a buddy
turn
cop thing.
the classic Lantern, Hal Jordan, looks like they're going to turn him into a broken old man. Just like an Indiana Jones. What they're gonna make the old white. They're gonna make him the broken old white man who needs a young black man to come in and save him and replace
That's right.
him. And
That's
I'm
right.
just not interested. I don't want it. Hal Jordan is a hero. He is the original Green Lantern of this. He's not the one from the Golden Age, but the Silver Age Green Lantern, and he was the Green Lantern for ages. I don't even mind any of the other Lanterns, especially Jon Stewart. I think they've got really, really good versions of different Lanterns, but I don't like them making
You're right.
one of them a broken old man.
You could just look at that picture where he looks like he needs a bath and the black guy looks all groomed and everything. That's where they're going.
Yeah, this
Groomed.
looks like a version of the Incredible Hulk TV show for lanterns. It looks really low budget crap.
Same
Yeah.
fucking road, isn't it?
Don't speak disrespectfully about the Incredible Hulk TV show.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. I did like the show, but
It was wonderful. It was fantastic.
it's not something we need to do with Green Lantern here.
No,
It
I
should
don't
be
think we
in
need to do it with
space.
Green Lanterns. It was also that show was like 50 years ago. But
Yeah.
I will say that I still think that Bill Bixby as Banner and Lou
Amazing.
Ferrigno as the Hulk,
Yeah.
I believe them more than Ruffalo.
Oh yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
God, anyone's better than Ruffalo. Come on.
There you go, fat Rachel spot. Brain dead twats. Just make Brightburn 2. I'd go with that,
Brightburn one was good.
Yeah, it was
Brightburn
alright.
one was good. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was good.
Brightburn was alright.
I believe lesbian space witches more than Ruffalo.
Okay, should we do the
Yeah.
next one?
Go on
Yes,
then.
please.
Oh, it's not sidestep. Netflix drops crazy tease. Black Adam versus Superman film. This was in Francais.
Wait, they have the rights to do this?
Don't
No, I
know.
don't think so.
I don't think they can. Yeah, I don't think Warner Brothers would let this happen.
Yeah, Superman belongs to the DC universe.
Okay,
and
okay.
Black Adam
I
as
think
well.
I can help with this because usually when I see these articles and I've seen a few things about it's sort of taking things out of proportion. There was a situation that Netflix France has the licensing to show Black Adam in France. So in order to promote it, from time to time, they put stuff on their Twitter or whatever it is, different accounts, and they made a big deal that it's like, wow, The Rock versus Cavill, and they put little pictures and things in it, maybe just to get people excited that they have the Black Adam movie. Really, it's a sham, because if you watch Black Adam, Henry Cavill arrives in the last minute, has says 2 sentences to him, and the movie ends. So it really doesn't have any meaning. But they understand that if they flash Henry Cavill's name around, put his photo next to The Rock's, maybe a few people will go and want to watch this movie. I don't think that this is laying the groundwork to any kind of sequel at this point, personally.
Those French will believe anything, won't they?
As long as you give them a good baguette with some butter and ham, I think
you guys
they'll
are
believe
awful.
anything.
You
Lots
guys
of
are awful.
cheese.
Okay, well, the French police are pretty rubbish, but anyway, shall we move on?
Sure.
Yeah, let's.
Okay.
What is this?
This is from my new favorite website, everybody.
I feel like
Ryan
this is a very
Reynolds
fishy website, my friend.
fan support to make Wesley Snipes' final Blade
That is
movie.
a AI version of Wesley Snipes. It's ridiculous. Looks nothing like him.
This small
Seriously?
screen seems very fishy to me. I have to be honest, Brown.
Yeah.
I think that they're the sorts for Tachyon Pulse.
It's probably his
Yeah.
website.
No, if you follow it, it turns out it's owned by Mike Zero. So
Oh, get in.
All right, move along.
Okay. Couldn't
then.
Ryan Reynolds just divvy up the money himself and make it?
Nah,
you'd
no
think
rich
so.
people gives their own money to make stuff.
yeah,
That's the problem,
that's-
isn't it? They
they
want to
only-
make it, but with other people's money.
That's
yeah,
right.
they only spend other people's money, and that's one of the reasons they're rich to begin with.
Yep. There you go.
Okay, quick super then. It's the Phobos Wrench will spot $5. I've been a member since you opened up memberships. Boot! It stopped auto renewing for a while when it cancelled my sub. Took a minute to notice. Yeah, YouTube is still in the game of unsubscribing you folks.
YouTube doesn't like Ian.
Yeah, or it could be I didn't pay my credit card bill. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I know I missed a couple of months, but no, that's not.
We'd love a final outing for Wesley Snipes though, wouldn't we?
Oh yeah, there's only one Blade. There only ever will be.
Yeah.
Or-
Okay. Amazon has greenlit a new Stargate TV series. Martin Giro, a veteran of the original franchise, is set to helm the project. Plot details are still under wraps.
I am terrified, but extremely cautiously optimistic. I don't know how to feel about this, man. Stargate's one of my favorite shows ever, and I just prefer they left it alone. But if it's going to happen, I'm glad these people are involved. So they're bringing in 2 executive producers, one of the writers, but all their roles are consulting, which means they don't actually have any power. And because of that, I'm still a little bit hesitant.
It looks like Gero is going to be the showrunner.
Yeah, but the other people are all
The rest of them are not
consulting.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
all just consulting.
Sam Carter, head of Stargate Command.
No doubt. Yeah.
This is going to be a disaster, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
look-
a lot of things stacked against this being good.
Martin
unfortunately.
Giro is basically like an Alex Kurtzman at this point.
Oh.
Now, unless he decides that he doesn't want to be an Alex Kurtzman, all I can do is look at Quantum Leap. Quantum Leap, like I've said it before, and I again, one of the things that I feel like that meme with Willem Dafoe. I'm something of an expert in Quantum Leap, and I'll tell you this: that show was destroyed as much as Star Trek, Star Wars, and Doctor Who.
Damn.
The only thing
Yeah,
is, it doesn't have
absolutely.
the type of following that those other franchises have. If it did, you'd hear at least as much noise about it, because this Martin Giro guy completely Kurtzmaned his way through 2 seasons of that terrible show, taking a dump on anybody that may have possibly liked the original series until there were no viewers left and it was canceled.
Yeah, that Quantum Leap
Do a
reboot.
Stargate.
That reboot was the wokest shit I've ever seen in my life.
The worst.
I got like 1.5
Transformer in
episodes.
it.
Yeah.
One of the Transformers.
Not only did they have a Transformer, they had an episode about a Transformer with the Transformer was helping the other Transformer. I can't even explain it to you.
What?
Forget about everything. I'm telling you, it's like peak woke. Like nothing I say in a few sentences will explain how awful the new Quantum Leap was. And Martin Giro was the figurehead behind that show. He was the Alex Kurtzman. I personally don't understand how they gave him, with his track record, to do this show, but we'll see what happens. Time will tell. Maybe he'll surprise me and people will say this is great, but
that's
only if he
because-
learned the lessons for Quantum Leap. If he hasn't learned lessons, going to be a disaster.
Well, that's because the woke still lives in Hollywood and TV, and a lot of them are these leftist woke people. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did bring this back and it was woke. I mean, It's like more than a 50% chance that it's going to be woke. Do you know what I mean? So
See, this is good. I like this. Thinking man's joke. Fat lob. Wrench will spot. Seventh symbol was a rainbow. Shit.
The seventh chevron has locked. Yeah.
we will see what will happen with this show.
This is like one of the last pillars of sci-fi pop culture, isn't it? That hasn't gone woke, that they haven't infected. So maybe they've got the sights set on this one.
Stargate
You,
was genuinely fantastic.
they still haven't touched Back to the Future yet. Thank
Yeah, but they
God.
can't, can they?
It lost a beat when Richard Dean Anderson left. They should have finished it then.
I thought it was still great, to be honest with you.
It was okay. I think the problem is I didn't like the Ori. I didn't like them.
They were sort of annoying and they were a frustrating bad guy.
Yeah,
the last couple of seasons were kind of a mess. Felt tacked on. Yeah, with the Ori changing the team. Not that I love Claudia Black and Ben Browder both. I love them from Farscape. But yeah, bringing them in and kind of changing up the team and everything, like it just felt like the show should have been over like a couple seasons earlier. But
yeah,
it was fine.
When Richard Dean Anderson left, they should have just called it a day at that point. Okay, shall we move on then?
Why not? Oh, gold.
George R.R. Martin reveals a Game of Thrones sequel is in the works.
Why don't you finish the original story, you twat?
And on that bombshell.
Yeah,
exactly.
Who would care?
Christopher Nolan was hired to direct Troy more than 20 years before The Odyssey. He says the studio backtracked and offered Batman Begins as a consolation prize. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Troy was okay. It wasn't anything special, but it was an enjoyable thing to watch. It had some great cast in it, but it definitely felt a little bit like, I don't know, like B tier kind of filming. I did like Brad Pitt in it, and Sean Bean was fantastic as.
I think the Odyssey is going to flop.
Okay, shall we? Okay, we'll here you go. First look at Robert Pattinson and Frumpy in Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Pattinson will play Antinous, and Frumpy will play Frumpy.
Yeah, because when I think Greek goddess of wisdom, I think Zendaya. Yeah, sure.
I don't know. I think a lot of people going to see this, but I don't think it's going to be the hit that everybody thinks it's going to be. I might be wrong.
I think it's going to be awful, but whether or not it flops, because Nolan has a bunch of fanboys that'll eat up anything he makes, but I don't think it's going to be good.
Yeah, let's pick the most ugliest. Well, she's not ugly, but just Athena. Come on.
Yeah, it is.
Swappers, any thoughts?
I have absolutely zero interest in this. I mean, it's just modern day entertainment. I look at the cast and my brain switches off straight away. So I haven't got beyond that. I don't have an opinion on it.
It might look very pretty. The production values might be nice.
I mean, the reported budget for the film is around $250 million. What they believe it. So that's just the production budget. That doesn't have any of the advertising, anything in there with it. So, with every dime they spend, the chances of it flopping climbs.
The thing is that I don't think they even need to advertise it. But,
they were selling tickets a year in advance. But here's the thing.
Out.
The Odyssey is a story that combines Greek mythology with some historical events. And Christopher Nolan isn't the right guy for this because he doesn't like the mystical. He doesn't like the supernatural. He's going to ground this thing to the point where it's not going to make any sense for the story anymore. And as soon as he announced the casting, I lost any enthusiasm. It's all wrong across all fronts. It's just the worst casting I've ever heard.
I think it's going to have a really big opening weekend, but I don't know if it could sustain the general audience. I don't know that it's going to do Barbenheimer
Yeah,
numbers.
here you go. This is what should be made instead. None with the Navi numbers. Just watch Ulysses 31.
Easily.
Yeah.
Or if you want a good adaptation of the Odyssey, go watch Apocalypse Now.
There you go, folks. I don't know what's next.
What's this?
Tom Holland called the head of Sony to arrange a 70mm screening of Lawrence of Arabia for the cast of the Odyssey during filming. We were at Sony, and Tom Rothman makes cigarettes, has one of the pristine 70mm prints of that movie. Tom Holland, because he's Spider-Man and he's everybody's favorite at the studio, called Rothman, and he arranged for us to screen it on Sunday, the full 4 hours.
What, for the cast of the Odyssey? So
Yeah, good.
they
That
probably fell asleep.
that
They
should
probably
make
fell asleep.
no. That should make
Oh
them
my-
realize how shitty their movie is.
All of their movies are.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Lawrence of Arabia is one of the greatest films ever made.
It absolutely
really
is.
It really is.
Absolutely.
But the thing is, though, they're coming off the set. They're going to be fucking tired, and they're going to
Yeah.
sit for a four hour. Is it 4 hour? Almost 4
4
hour
hours.
movie.
Yeah, 4 hours.
I don't think so. I think they'll all be talking, smoking, sniffing, doing all kinds of things while that's
Filming.
showing. Exactly.
Did Tom get them popcorn too?
Probably not.
What a thoughtless host.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Should
that
we just-
movie still looks gorgeous even today.
does.
Like
Oh,
It does.
when
I saw
when-
pristine version, a 70mm. It was just like over 10 years ago, and I saw it in the cinema, and it was fucking gorgeous.
yeah, when Dune came out, I rewatched it, and I'm like,
Was it June?
that Villeneuve movie looks like shit compared to this from
Really?
35 years earlier. Yeah, that's the way to do Desert Man.
Yeah, it is. It's a great movie.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Toy Story was released 30 years ago today.
Yeah,
It was
cool.
good. It was good. It was a good movie. I
was
enjoyed
It
it.
was a great date movie.
It was a great movie.
Yeah.
You really wanted those toys to win at the end, and it's just a terrific movie.
They're setting up the sequel, so it'll lead into an infinite amount of Toy Story sequels. They're
Okay,
just,
we'll sidestep because somebody did a very nice graphic of the baddies from Toy Story. See if you can spot where it started going south. Okay. So first one was Sid Phillips.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Second one, Prospector.
Mm.
Number 3 was
Right.
Lotso. 4 was Gabby Gabby.
Should never have been made.
5 is going to be Lily Pad.
I know. So it should have stopped at Lotso.
Isn't that a name of sanitary towels for women?
Should have stopped at 3. It was perfect. 1, 2, and 3 was perfect.
I never bothered to watch 4. I just knew they were
Yeah.
going to screw it. I thought 3 ended just right. If I'm ever
Yep.
going to see another one of these films again, it will be when Andy's grown up as an adult trying to collect all his old toys from his childhood again for nostalgia value. I think that would make a brilliant film. They're all trying to help him, behind the scenes without being spotted. I think that'll make a good story, but anything else, just forget it.
It's just him on eBay for 2.5 hours.
Well, they say that the 5th one is about it's a commentary on what's happening today. Like every kid stuck on their phone or an iPad. So that's what it's meant to be about. But the woke's going to be chucked into it.
Yeah, and that's like 10 years late on that thing. But again, they're setting it up so they can churn these out
Yeah.
mechanically forever. And they're doing the same with Frozen, which is going to cost $100 million in salaries alone, even before production starts.
Jesus.
Jesus. Is that 90 million on Ozempic?
They're all getting 20 million apiece to come back. Josh Gad, Kristen Bell. I like her, but
Not that much.
no, no.
Wicked, sponsored by Ozempic.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be funny. Get a little Ozempic package with Cynthia Erivo on the.
Yeah.
Okay.
And supposedly Toy Story 5 is going to be Jessie centric too. So
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Tim Allen said they had the rap party on Friday, apparently. And he was quite emotional about it, he said on his Twits. Who saw this? This was well trippy. Did anybody see all the Homers in Santa Monica?
Yeah.
No.
It was amazing. It was
That's
just
awesome.
like bad acid. It was incredible. If
Or
the
good
opportunity-
acid.
No, bad acid. If you get the opportunity, try and hunt this out. It's all over YouTube as well. Homers do Santa Monica. It was genuinely fantastic.
Yeah, it's tied into currently there's a big promotion with Fortnite with The Simpsons. And so they did a sort of a viral promotion thing where they had a whole bunch of people dressed up in Homer costumes all over the promenade in Santa Monica. And it's bananas. Yeah, it's crazy.
It was like Homer 3D episode.
I remember that. That was great.
That was brilliant. I love it. You remember Tron? It looks like Tron.
Anybody see Tron? No.
Well,
I
you
watch
can
Tron.
I know. So do I.
Okay.
Okay. Jennifer Lawrence, who was the first Homer, by the way, says One Battle After Another is the best movie I've ever seen. I can't remember a time where I ever had an experience like that in the cinema.
Oh, somebody nailed it when she came out and said, I need to shut up about politics. Somebody said, you know what? Within 2 weeks, she's going to say something stupid again. And here we go.
And
exactly
there you go.
2 weeks. Yep.
I honestly think she's not the smartest tool in the shed, and that the more she talks, the less good it is for her. I would shut up in general. Just the only place you can hear her is if you go see a movie and she's in it. Aside from that, you never hear a word from her. I think that would be to her benefit.
Yeah. That's most of Hollywood, by the way, like 90% of them.
Okay, I think the boys are posting the Homer thing on YouTube. If you get a chance, check it out. It's really funny.
Oh, excellent. That's better than this news.
Are they still trying to push this film as a success?
I don't think anybody.
It's made over 200 million, apparently.
Still
do
a
you
failure,
remember?
and I don't hear anybody talking about it. It's just, you know, they'll try to, at the awards season, they'll try to justify its existence by saying, and they've already tried this. I don't know if it's the studio executives or something. They said, or maybe one of those variety covering for them, that sometimes the studio needs to make quality movies, even if those quality movies don't make money. I saw an article like this, and they were talking about this movie, and it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's break even. It's over 500 million. So I don't see how 200 million is a success by any metric.
Okay, another movie I was looking forward to, and then reviews came out. And I was like, fuck that.
Yeah,
A lot of
because it
movies
looked
like that.
it looked quirky and funny in the trailers. You didn't realize it was an Antifa movie with White Man Bad.
Amazing that, isn't it? So many movies you think, I quite fancy that, and then reviews, nope.
Yeah, they know better than to put the woke in the trailer.
Speaking of the woke, so this was out this week. Wicked for Good. Wicked. Anybody?
I didn't see it, but they're what made like 230 million this weekend.
We'll do that in a minute.
Oh,
Anybody
okay.
see it?
I've seen it.
No, I didn't see the first one. I won't watch this either. I did see something online about Hollywood like screaming for a third movie or something. They want a third one. It's like, hang on a minute, is that just making something up to fulfill a demand, or is there more story to be told?
No, the word I've heard is that nobody thinks this was as good as the first, but they went and saw it anyway because they're Broadway people. This
No,
definitely
this is
isn't
something else.
our.
This is something else. Women cannot resist this movie, and it doesn't matter. I've said this before. It doesn't matter who they voted for, what their background is. If you show them this movie, it's like
Barbie?
Moth to a flame.
Like Barbie?
like that Dave Chappelle sketch when he's like an addict. That's women with Wicked. So there's nothing you can do. But I've seen this movie, and I think that as much as I didn't like the first one, and I thought it was a disgrace, this one is an offensive, manipulative disgrace. Because what happens here, and I believe, because I didn't watch the play because I wouldn't go see such a thing as a play, but what I'm trying to say is that in the movie, they started introducing things from the original Wizard of Oz movie, the one from 1939.
Yep.
So you see, like, Dorothy's feet. She's in the movie, but they don't show her face. And the reason they don't show her face is they want you to imagine Judy Garland. Now, why am I saying this? They're trying to piggyback off of this movie, creating sort of a prequel and a sequel movie around it, giving new context, making it seem like it's part of the same canon for stupid people that don't understand. That's what the goal of these movies are. But in the second one, they really expose their hand because they go further than the play. The fact that you see Dorothy and you don't see her face because you're supposed to think Judy Garland is manipulative and shitty, especially that here in this chapter, again, the wizard wants to harm animals. That's his dream. He loves harming animals. I mean, nobody says anything. Okay, in the original 1939 movie, the wizard was a little slippery. He didn't always tell the truth, but he was well-meaning. Here, he doesn't tell the truth because he wants to take all these animals and harm them. That is a very weird thing for a wizard to want to do, not to mention that there's a scene in this movie. Is it spoilers? Do I do spoilers? Yes, no?
Chat spoilers quickly, yes or no? I don't think nobody cares. Spoiler.
So basically, so I'll do mini spoiler. There is a revelation towards the end of the movie that it turns out that the wizard had a flask with a green chemical in it, and he and a woman drank it, and it made them very naughty. And then the woman got fine. I guess I'm spoiling.
It is
roofied.
So the thing
roofied
is that,
on green stuff.
Okay, when I watched it, I thought to myself that this is borderline of like a grape juice situation.
Shit.
And then what happened is that I understand that they edited or presented the scene in almost the only way I can think of it is like a Han shot Greedo. Did Greedo shoot Han first? That they make it seem like he opened up this flask and maybe they were both interested in drinking from it. But at the end of the day, why does a wizard have a strange flask with a strange chemical that alters behavior and make babies green, that he does something with a woman that's married? Very strange stuff to incorporate into the Wizard of Oz, in my opinion. And I've been told by people, I didn't know this while watching the movie, I've been told by people that previous versions, I don't know if the play, I'm not sure, but the book for sure, it wasn't implied that he served grape juice. It was in the book. He served grape juice. That's what it was. In the movie, it's sort of presented ambiguously, but I guess I kind of saw through it and saw what the original source material was, even though I didn't know it. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
I don't know if I explained myself well, but meaning maybe they try to tone it down in the movie, but I don't understand why the wizard has a flask with a strange green chemical. That's all I'm saying.
Is he a male?
He is a male, yes.
White?
He is, yes.
There you go. Guilty then, yeah.
And the final thing, and I'll leave everybody alone, is like after all months in the past day, like with this rabbit hole, I actually did a little more Googling, and unless I misunderstood, again, somebody can correct me. The original guy that wrote the book Wicked, he is a political activist, that I knew.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you go to his Instagram page, it says I'm a political activist in his Instagram bio. So it's not like I'm being like mean spirited or just labeling the guy that. The other thing is that what inspired him apparently to write Wicked was that in his mind, the wizard symbolized the patriarchy, and he thought that the wizard was pretty much the same thing as the German mustache man. And that's what inspired him to write Wicked. So when you have that kind of driving force behind a book, even if they toned it down for the play, even if they toned it down for the movie, at its core, at its foundation, it's the exact shitty, crappy thing that I know that it is. And in this movie, they're trying to piggyback off the original 1939 movie using visual elements that only existed in that movie to try to fool you into thinking that now they're telling the story. It's like we were talking about prequels before and then Star Wars and all that stuff. They're trying to make this like a prequel and a sequel, and I am against it.
Yeah, the bottom line is this is not Wizard of Oz canon, and they want you to think that it is. But this was the original deconstructive fan fiction from the 90s that led to all the other crap that we're getting.
This was Patient Zero. Everybody talks about Patient Zero. They're like, oh, it was the Ghostbusters ladies. It was this. It wasn't the Ghostbusters. This is Patient Zero. This play is Patient Zero, and we let it slide, and now we have this bullshit.
Ian,
Yep.
Ian, will you be going to see this with your brother? Apparently, this is sci-fi. Apparently,
Like fuck will I?
This shows us that we didn't do a good enough job gatekeeping our
any
stuff.
bombing in it? Anybody?
Scissoring, probably.
Yeah, scissoring.
Fucking scissoring.
My sister said that when they went to see it, that the two women that on stage that played these two characters were hot. And in the film, we've
Right.
got these two. So,
Yeah,
Was the air conditioning broken or something?
hey, what?
What was the air conditioning broken?
Yeah.
every fan of the
I'm here all week.
every fan of the Oz books got bummed with this.
Okay,
Can you-
it's a sidestep. We'll just do all this guff. Previews, 30.8 million, making the biggest preview haul of the year.
Yeah, but there's a caveat here that shows it's possible that it's not going to do good, which is it had a very low international showing.
Okay, we'll do the next one then. Wicked for Good opened with 226 million worldwide, the biggest opening for a Broadway adaptation ever.
So is it doing well then, this film?
It's not doing well internationally, but it's huge domestically, but it's going to have to go up against Zootopia 2 next week. So, and there's a lot of crossover in the potential audience of those two movies.
If it does do good and they want to make another one, then they're justified to make another one. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say they shouldn't make another one. If it's a success and they're surfing the crowd, they should make another one.
They have a target audience for this. I said,
Exactly.
like, I've heard women that I respect make excuses for why this thing is good. It's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, hey, I even met men that liked it.
Z loves it.
It's not fair for me to throw people under the bus. I cannot stand. Well, that's a strong. I don't want to say negative things. You know what? Fuck it. I cannot stand this stupid movie. Not this one. Not the previous one.
Okay.
But remember, the two movies had a combined budget of 350 million, and they spent over 400 million in marketing. That's a break even for. They need $1.5 billion for both movies to break even, and it could be more than that because you know how they underreport their budgets.
Yeah.
We've moved on. Rare Superman comic found in mom's attic breaks record and sells for over 9 million. Pristine copy of Superman #1.
Amazing.
Good for that guy. That paper, the cheap paper they use, doesn't do well in the heat. I'm surprised it was preserved as well as it was.
It's probably on top of other stuff as well.
I think it was. It said it was wrapped in something and placed in between other items. Yeah.
How did they how did they basically say yes, that is the original print from yesteryear?
There's a company that authenticates these things.
I see.
The CBR rating service. So.
Okay. It's good then. 9 million, not bad.
That's 109 million more than Supergun made. I would be frightened to turn the pages at 9 million.
Nah.
Well, I don't think whoever bought it to read.
Yeah. I guarantee this was very quickly sealed up and placed in one of those, graded containers or whatever before it's sold. So
I reckon
it will
somebody
never be read again.
I reckon somebody went back in time and knew it was going to be worth a lot of money. And they did that.
They found it apparently in an attic, it was some strange circumstances that the mom passed away, and they suddenly found it between some old newspapers, and it happened to be kept really well. Such a good find. I wish I could look at an attic and find, and they didn't just find this. I think they found like a few other really early Action comics and things like that, and all of it was in pristine condition. It's crazy.
Wow.
Well, when I was in my 30s, somebody at an antique shop found an original copy of the Declaration of Independence, which was just used to fill out a picture frame. So
Was that Nicolas Cage?
I never find that, when I go thrifting, I never see one of those either.
Shall we move on?
Okay, we'll just do a couple more stories, folks, and then we'll do in the bin.
Supergirl.
Starring Helen Slater, premiered in theaters 41 years ago today, November 21, 1984. What?
The film sucked, but she's gorgeous. And
Yeah.
great
was dog
costume.
shit, yeah.
Still the best
Right,
Supergirl to date.
Yeah.
Yeah, great costume she had as well. Showing a bit of thigh and everything,
Looked
'cause
great.
she's
yeah.
a woman. She looks fantastic.
No problem with the casting whatsoever. I thought she was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it's not even close. She was the best Supergirl, and number 2 isn't even close.
Okay, should we just tell you what? We'll just we'll blast through the last lot of slides, folks.
Sure.
Okay,
Westworld.
Westworld, starring Yul Brynner, premiered in theaters 52 years ago today, November 21, 1973.
I've never
Not a
seen
bad
it.
movie. Not a bad movie, actually.
No, it's not bad at all.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty good classic sci-fi.
And Yul Brynner was one of the quintessential badasses when I was growing up, man.
Early role for Pedro, yeah. See him in the Pedro.
He
on the
wanted
right.
him and his wife wanted to do a threesome with Eddie Murphy. That's a true story, according to Eddie Murphy. If you've seen the documentary, that's what Eddie Murphy said.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
who wanted to?
Him and his wife, Yul Brynner and his
Brynner.
wife, wanted to have a threesome with Eddie Murphy.
What?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
weird.
Well, how he sees it.
There you go. Manuel Grell, numbers wrenched. Oh, mate, better than season 2 of the HBO show.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a pretty good movie, folks. I know it's on Rumble, so yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's worth your time.
Okay, the Xbox 360 released 20 years ago today. Happy times.
Yep.
And
And,
they-
then you got the Red Ring of Death about 19 months, 19 years and 6 months.
Well, to be fair, they
ago
replaced every. To be fair, they replaced.
today. Yeah, sure
Yeah.
they did.
It's
Sure they
been
did.
it's been 20 years and they still haven't learned shit about having to name their products.
Or support their products or anything. No,
Okay.
my experience with the Xbox 360 was a disaster, and I will
Really?
never own another console from
Oh, okay.
Microsoft again. It was horrible. Yeah. I had a nearly brand new Xbox 360. They got the Red Ring of Death. It wasn't even 6 months old. And I had to go through so many hoops, so much garbage to get them to replace it. It was insane.
What was the cause of the Red Ring of Death?
They did a firmware update on the console and it bricked it. They did it. And they still made me jump through a ridiculous amount of hoops. And then when they
So-
sent me a replacement console, it looked like it had been owned by an 8-year-old who had kicked it up and down some stairs.
Shh. Oh,
It
that'd be me
had
then.
scuffs and scars and crap all
Damn.
over it. It was in terrible condition and it was broken. They shipped me a replacement that was broken because the drive wouldn't open.
Did you then replace the replacement?
Yeah,
with-
so I had to go through all sorts of crap. It took almost 4 months
oh, wow.
for them to
that's
finally
awful.
finally get my console replaced. It was a disastrous experience, and
So-
I told them on the phone. I said, I will never
Okay.
buy anything from you people.
Okay,
This
it's
is
not
awful.
bitter, folks. Shall we move on?
Yeah.
I did like the controller though.
Yeah, the
We've
controller
moved
was
on.
Fit
fine.
the hand
Okay.
well.
A GTA 6 insider has claimed that the game is so ambitious, other developers will be unable to match what Rockstar are doing for 15 to 20 years. Fuck.
Well, I think that's unless they spent 15 years making this game, that's a ridiculous statement. Like that just sounds
Yeah.
like a little bit of hype PR to me.
And hardware continues to move on, and it enables new things.
Okay.
And so, yeah, the whole, it's going to be 20 years before anyone can make another game that is as good as this one. Yeah.
Ridiculous. Plus AI is writing games now, so they
Yeah.
may be able to make one better in a year. as long
Is
as
it-
they have creative people on top of it.
Here you go, Joe Darkness, 808 Ranch. Oh, this game will be woke as boo.
Oh, there is a reason that it's still being made, and it's because I think they knew there was some stuff in it with the changes in culture that was not going to go well for
Bode
them. And I
well,
think they're
Changing.
redoing some stuff in
Yeah,
the game.
They really boxed themselves into the corner by putting a pride parade in this. So they're either going to have to allow their
Joking.
players to do really bad things, or they're going to have to change the rules that people have played the game by for 20 years.
Yep.
So
it'll
they-
just be
yeah.
it'll just be a cutscene.
yeah, they lose either way.
Shit.
And that's what happens when you do this kind of stuff and don't think it through.
Okay, let's do the next one then. This is what I've been waiting for. New trailer for We Bury the Dead, a new zombie survival thriller starring Daisy Ridley. The film follows a woman who joins a body retrieval unit hoping to find her husband alive, but not everyone turns out to be dead. In theaters January 2nd. Can't wait for this one.
Are they burying Star Wars in this movie? Is that
I don't know. We'll be up
it says we
Boyega.
bury the
gonna-
dead? So
Yeah, bury her career.
Is
This
this
is
the
a- this-
sequel to
this-
Cleaner?
This was a chance for them to get Boyega and her together in this movie, but they didn't take it. That would have had a bit of more interest than it is now, because nobody cares about this at all.
Boyega would
I-
have been running
yeah.
around going, "Ray!"
yeah, I wouldn't care if Boyega was it. I really wouldn't care if he was in it either.
No, but what I'm saying is that there would have been more attention on it if, because they're both from Star Wars, would be a little
Is
more
this
attention.
Daisy's company who's making these movies?
I don't know.
Daisy, I know you listen. Get back with John, get a movie made. Yeah.
I say, because they need all the attention they can get. Daisy's not enough for the attention of the world to go on her, because
Very
she's
good.
obviously nothing. So, yeah.
Okay. Common people will be looking forward to that one then. Okay, let's move on.
Oh yeah.
Tom Cruise, Mr. Tom Cruise, officially got his Oscar.
Nah, no.
Not a genuine Oscar though.
Yeah, he got seconds. That's basically what it is. I mean, I know Hitchcock got really pissed off because Hitchcock he got an honorable Oscar,
It's
didn't
not
he?
the same,
Hitchcock?
is it?
And when he did his speech, it was like, "Thank you," and that was it. So yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, I know Tom Cruise really appreciates it, and he does deserve it. Tell you the truth, for all the stuff that he's done. But come on.
Yeah, give him a fucking proper Oscar for
Yeah,
fuck's sake.
yeah.
He saved
did he say-
Hollywood.
Yeah, did you see? He said, "Everybody stand up who's worked with me." Did you see his speech? Anyone saw that speech
I
that he made?
saw a bit of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Occasionally I go over to Instagram, everybody. James Cameron says he and Robert Rodriguez have sworn a blood oath to make Alita 2. We were talking about this on Wednesday, I think.
Yeah,
What the
only
fuck does that mean?
only
A blood
15
oath?
years too late.
What does that mean? Is he joking?
Yeah, he's just being again. They're being hyperbolic. They're trying to get some attention.
Okay, I watched Variety has done a interview with James Cameron, 55 minutes. I watched all of it, and he was going on about it, and they really do want to make Alita 2. So it's genuine, folks.
I think he's wasted a lot of time on the Avatar movies. He should be making new stuff. I mean, look how many years he's been making that Avatar, those 3 Avatars.
Yeah, he said he's done 3 Avatar films now, and he's done part of number 4. He says he needs 3 to make a lot of money to make 4.
He needs to basically make something new now. That's what he needs to do.
Swappers, any thoughts on this? I know you like Alita.
Yeah, I'm excited that they're doing it. I really enjoyed the first film. A lot of people didn't like it. No idea why. I was a massive fan of the manga and the anime, and this film really complemented those very, very well. There's nothing I didn't like about it. So I after this film ended, I was really hoping they'd follow it up a lot sooner than they've done with this. Is obviously a long period of time between them, but I'm still really excited for it. The first movie was completely without any woke shit, so maybe there's a chance that that'll continue.
Yeah, here's hoping.
Is it really good then? I've never seen it.
It's all right. It's all right. I liked it.
I genuinely recommend it. Yeah.
Yeah, it had some really impressive effects, and it was fun. You know,
Yeah,
I'd say it was a little light on story, but it could definitely set up a sequel that could be much better even.
Yep. It's good for an intro kind of to the story, definitely.
It was copying the manga, wasn't it? It was based on the manga thing. You have to get used to huge eyes when you first see it, and then once you get used to it, it's fine.
But the reason they did that is because the original character was, because she's a robot, she's kind of artificially designed, so the proportions aren't kind of meant to be perfectly human. So it works perfectly. It's a great adaptation of the manga as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, so it sounds like a recommendation, folks. Let's do the next one. If you ever feel unlucky, remember that Ron Wayne sold his 10% stake in Apple for $800. That same 10% stake would be worth $350 billion today.
What the?
Oh, so he's not rich then. He's not rich then.
Oh, I think he's made other investments. I don't think he's poor. I just he did sell out his stake in the original Apple.
You see, if I had a time machine, I'm going back in time, putting some money into Google,
into
Apple, and all of them, Facebook,
Netflix.
Yeah.
Actually, when Apple was falling apart in the 90s, before Jobs came back, you could pick up options at $10 a share for that thing. So,
I know some people who bought Apple stock in the 90s.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Forrest Gump was one of them, wasn't
he? he bought in originally, and actually it was Lieutenant Dan who bought in. And gave it to him.
Here you go. Tough question. Caravaggio numbers. Any relations to John Wayne? His son.
Not.
Let's move on.
Kind of looks like him.
Let's move on.
I love
Gervais. If you don't like dogs, you can fuck off.
No, the best one's got to be if you're in the tube and you're holding onto the thing. What is it? Invest in deodorant or something like that. I can't remember that. That one's hilarious.
Yeah, but there was huge backlash on Twitter to this. Like, I didn't know there were so many dog haters out there.
Yeah.
Thing is, he's a cat person though.
Yeah. There are certain people. There are certain people who have a problem with dogs. They apparently also have a problem with bacon.
No, but they had the problem with the ads as well. They had problems.
Yeah, I know. They didn't like the ads. Especially, I know people really didn't like the one where he said, "Welcome to London. Don't forget your stab vest."
Yeah, but the people on Twitter weren't that. It was just normal people who really didn't like dogs. It wasn't of a religious group.
The problem with this ad is that you're looking at Gervais. You're not looking at the product. In fact, what is the product? Is that drink, isn't it? But I didn't even know what it's called. Or I do know what it's called if I can read it.
It's Dutch Barn vodka.
Yeah.
All the money goes to, he doesn't make any money off it. It goes towards animal charities, doesn't it? All of it. Okay. Shall we next? Gary Manny Mountfield, Stone Roses and Primal Scream bassist, dies at 63.
Oh, bummer. I love the Stone Roses, man. When they debuted, their debut album was really hot.
Yeah, there were a lot of bands that came out around about that time.
The Stone Roses have a few good songs that I genuinely like.
Yeah, the estimated lifespan of a rock musician has never been really high,
Fool's Gold. Is there something called Fool's Gold?
Yeah.
I like Fool's Gold. That's probably my favorite Stone Roses song.
At that moment in time, it was kind of like soft punk at the time.
Yeah, a little bit. You're not wrong.
All that time, you had Tank Girl that came out. You had the comics that were kind of punk rock comics to combat against DC and Marvel. You had the bands.
It was like funky punk. It was like funky punk if you think about it. It has a little bit of a funky element to it. I don't really know how to explain it.
Yeah, well, I think Waterfall was probably their biggest one, and I Want to
Yeah,
Be
it's a good song.
Adored, and She Bangs the Drums.
All kinds of
Is that
bands
a
came
big
out like
song, Fool's Gold? Because I absolutely love it. Does
Massive.
anybody else like it?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
Massive song.
Massive.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
You
was
had the
DJing at the
Verve,
time.
you had the
Massive.
Oasis. you
Yeah,
had the
this is the
Verve,
one too. That
all
was
of
a
them.
big one.
Stone Roses were
Stone
fucking
Roses.
massive.
Yeah.
Even with the
Yeah.
follow-up album to this as well, they were
Yeah,
pretty amazing.
I think Elephant Stone was one of my favorites back in the day.
Mhm,
Yeah,
that
it was like
great.
Happy Mondays, The Farm,
Happy Monday.
Charlatans,
Yep.
EMF,
Yep.
all
Northside.
Yeah.
Happy Mondays was big when I was at college.
Yeah,
It's
Happy
huge.
Mondays.
EMF are strange because I feel like they had such a meteoric rise and then they vanished so
Yep.
quickly.
Yeah, Soup
Yep.
Dragons as well. Let's not forget them. Okay.
Yeah.
That
They
happened to a
weren't
lot
bad
of
EMF.
bands.
I actually had their CD and it wasn't a bad CD.
Happy Mondays, WFL, Wrote for Luck, Vince Clarke remix, way ahead.
That was
So
that one where
fucking-
on the roof and they're dancing Happy Mondays. You can tell they're all fucking
Step
stoned.
On.
Step
course,
on, yeah.
of course, yeah.
They're all definitely
Massive,
fucked.
massive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like he had a seizure, but they haven't released any more
Okay.
details.
Rest in peace, Manny.
Is it Shooty?
So many choices. This
Is it
week.
Shooty?
Is this? Where is he?
Is it Greta?
Dare you? Let's do it
So
again.
many
It's
choices.
Is it-
so rogue. I can't
Okay, let's-
stand her.
okay,
It's just so rogue, all of it.
Is it Greta?
Is it
How dare
Starmer?
you?
It's shit.
Is it Starmer who fell over?
Oh, did you see that piss funny?
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
Starmer fell over and the country's about to fall over. There's the irony.
Didn't they
Okay.
try and cover that video up?
They did. Yeah, they tried.
That's just going to make it worse, isn't it, when you do that?
Oh, yeah. Streisand effect.
The country will fall over on Wednesday, folks. Who saw this?
Yeah, yeah.
Should ask babies, right? This is babies who are about 6 or 7 months old. Consent before changing their diapers. And it's Australian experts. This is apparently.
This is just ridiculous.
You know, you
Jesus.
read this and you feel like it has to be a joke, but this is woke in
no,
its
it's not.
final
No,
form.
it is
Yeah,
not.
yeah. I know.
It's like,
This-
normalized consent.
Yeah,
like,
this
no,
is-
this is stupid.
Yeah.
I was gonna shit myself. Don't
It's-
you dare change
Well, they
my
can't even
nappy.
talk. They're like, you need to
Yeah.
learn to read their expressions. This is final form wokeness, and it is so absurd as to be
I thought-
insane.
I thought the people writing these kinds of woke bollocks
Australian.
and putting them out there were the kind of people that wouldn't go for consent when children are concerned.
Female lanyard classed middle-aged
Well-
cat women who fucking ruining everything.
Now, swappers, you're missing the point. They're doing it because they can assume and manufacture consent. That's the whole point. Babies can't talk.
That no one is too young to give consent.
Bear in mind these and
Think about that.
It is women who has done
Yeah,
this
all
research.
roads lead to maps.
I
That's the
bet they
point.
haven't even got children.
Well, those are the people that are really the expert on kids, right? It's always the
Yep.
person with no kids telling you how to raise yours.
I hate
Lanyard class.
I
Why
hate
am I
woke.
reminded of Troon's breastfeeding?
Nice old.
Yeah.
I saw
No.
a Christmas ad recently, and it was about this goth girl. It's a cartoon. This goth girl. It was Christmas time, and everybody was celebrating Christmas, and she was not with it. And then there's a ghost outside, and everybody's scared of the ghost. She walks out, and she makes friends with the ghost. What the fuck does that mean? That's how it ended.
What's that?
That's what I'm saying. It's a Christmas advert. It's a cartoon where this goth girl is with her family, and they're all celebrating Christmas, and she looks
Wasn't
depressed.
Sages, was it?
I don't know which one it was, but then at the ending, right, there's this ghost outside,
Cheers, Donny.
and everybody's scared of the ghost, and she walks out and she makes friends with the ghost. It's almost like they're saying that everything, like Christmas and everything, it's all irrelevant now. It's how you feel.
And children know better than adults.
Yeah,
we're not allowed to
What
call
is this, a new
Christmas.
ad on TV or something?
I saw it on Facebook. Somebody put it up on Facebook.
Christmas trees are not Christmas trees anymore. It's evergreen trees.
I know.
Tesco's avoid it. Okay,
It's
let's move on
crazy.
then.
festive mince pies.
And finally, we got there in the end, folks, after the technical difficulties and etc. etc. And
Way to
finally,
rally.
What's this?
okay, this is for the Scots amongst us. You know what that means. I don't need to explain anything.
Don't know. What does it mean?
There you go. It means after 28 years of sitting on the sidelines, Scotland finally got, they qualified for a tournament.
Oh,
Okay.
World Cup next year. Is it next year? Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, that's for the Scottish. I'm an English geezer. I'm a Sassenachar, but you know, Scottish
there
people.
you go.
Okay. That's it, everybody.
Yeah.
Chat, you are wonderful. Thank you for the interaction, the super chats, the member chats, and putting up with the technical difficulties of my audio interface crashing. So, chat, you are wonderful. We're going to do a Wayfarer raid in a moment. UFO, Jerry Anderson. So, if you like Jerry Anderson, UFO, fill your boots, my friends. So,
Highly recommended channel.
yes, we're going to auto raid. So let's get the guests up. Professor R2,
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Phobos
No worries.
from the hip, Mega Geek,
No worries.
Swappers. Cheers, pal.
Well, thank you. Thanks to the chat. Thanks to the panel. Looking forward to the next one on Wednesday. I don't know what we'll be covering, but yeah, can't wait.
1981, and Hot
Excellent.
Women.
Yeah.
Banger.
And the quickly becoming this slag of YouTube. Price of Reason.
That's not.
Oh, you
It happened to be one day with a lot of events, but I wouldn't put that title on myself. But
You slag.
Yeah, you've got a ways
Muppet.
to catch up with Tom Connors, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Anybody plugging anything before we pop off?
I did a review, if anybody feels like it, for the new Wicked movie.
Throw
I
it in
also-
the doodah.
I want to say that I know that some people have enjoyed the movie for whatever it is and are able to separate it and not, think of it as canon or whatever it is. I'm not hateful or anything towards people that enjoyed it. I myself just don't like it. So I sometimes I'm very passionate about how I feel about a movie, but I don't want to be mean to people if they genuinely like it.
Good. Bear with me, I'm typing.
Yeah.
Anybody figured out what the hype train is?
The hype train?
Is it hype train? Do it with mobile
Oh.
phone or something anyway. But anyway.
Don't know.
Okay, I think that is it, folks. Let's get the graphic up. Beast up tomorrow, highly likely. Don't know. What's Trev doing on? He's doing Galaxy Quest. That'll be a banger. Wednesday, we're doing 1981 and Hot Women. What's Thursday? It's Thanksgiving, I do believe. If you're in America, is it?
Indeed, it
Thanksgiving?
is.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so if you are American and you are still around on Thursday, enjoy Thanksgiving. So, what can I say? We're going over to Wayfarers. If we don't see you during the week, enjoy Thanksgiving. Have a great week, everybody. Take care. See you at Wayfarers.
Ta-da.